is going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV. And yes, we are live with a podcast. It's been a long time. It's been way too long. We got Commercio, I don't know if I said that right, says retro 80s music, me likey. I do too, man. That synthwave, it's that, I don't know, I'm a sucker for synthwave. But thanks, buddy. Chanting Gib KJH, yes, that's right. We got a special guest tonight. We got KJH is going to be joining us. We're going to be talking about his YouTube channel, his experience inside Star Citizen, and more. Plus, we are also going to be having Vega joining the show. Vega, as you guys know, is my wife, my lovely wife, who's been getting into the verse, playing a lot of Star Citizen, been playing a lot with me. We're going to be talking about her experiences, her YouTube channel as well, and we're going to be going over a couple different things. I've been getting a lot of questions from a lot of people. As you guys know, I used to be really heavily involved inside the No Man's Sky community, so there's a lot of questions that come to me about, hey, I want to get into this game. I'm a little confused. What should I get? What kind of game package? There's choices. I need help making some of these choices. So we're going to be covering some of that stuff before we get to our guest today. Before we get to our guest KJH and Vega. So it's good to have you guys here. Look at that. We got Restream. There we go. We got Restream telling us what YouTube is saying and what Twitch is saying. That is right. We are also broadcasting on Twitch as well. I'm going to talk about that also here in just a second. Let me grab the Twitch link so I can give it to you guys. I did not have that ready, but it is in the description down below. It does say exclusive Twitch streams. And they are exclusive. Tuesday through Friday, I stream on Twitch. I think I can put this inside the Streamlabs here, and it should go to both Twitch and YouTube. So let me hit Control V. There we go. And there's the link right there. So Tuesday through Friday, we start at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We stream on Twitch, and they're live gameplay. So here on YouTube, what I like to do is I like to keep it clean, edited format, a library of edited videos. And on Twitch, it's total chaos and shenanigans. Let me tell you something we recently did on Twitch. And this is absolutely hilarious. But let me tell you this real quick. We went to Hurston, landed at one of the gates at Lorville. I found a way to kidnap the security guards, Hurston Security. I found a way to kidnap them and get them in a rover. So what we did was we took the security guards and got them in a rover, and then we put the rover inside the Freelancer Max. I then took the security guards that we kidnapped over to Grim Hex, and I dropped them off on the landing pad, and then we pushed them out of the rover. And when bounties were coming in, thinking they were safe in an armistice zone, thinking they were safe because they were being hidden and bounty hunters couldn't figure out where they were, well, they were coming up the main landing pad, and the Hurston Security was shooting them dead right there. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And they don't despawn. They stay there for the entire time the server is alive. Even if I log out, Hurston Security will stay at Grim Hex. They won't move unless a bounty comes near them. Then they activate and they start going, hey, get over here, and they start shooting. Bam, 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 bam. And there's nothing you can do about it because it's an armistice zone. It's absolutely hilarious. Bed Slayer, what's up, buddy? We got Oz Atlas coming in. KJH, still need to get you back for scaring it. Yes, I would like to, we're going to be talking about how I know KJH. It's a very interesting story. I didn't know him until I met him in the game when we were both recording, and our interaction with each other was recorded at the same exact time. I scared him, he scared me, and then we were able to see both people's perspectives on YouTube. It was absolutely hilarious. But I want to talk to him about that because that was kind of cool. So one of the things that I want to talk about is what game package people are messaging me, and it's, I keep telling them what my opinion is on the game package, and would like to talk about a couple of things. We as gamers spend a lot of money in gaming. Gaming's not like it used to be. Look how much money people put into Fortnite. Jeez. Bad example. Look at the prices of some of the Call of Duty packages that people will go for. Paying over $100 for some of that. So gaming is changing, and it's changing before our very eyes. So, and the reason why I'm bringing that up is because there's different levels and different things that you could get with Star Citizen. The base price for Star Citizen is a $45 package. That is what I ended up getting back in 2015. But I didn't play it until last September because I couldn't. I didn't have a computer that could play it. But anyways, so I started off with the Aurora. A lot of people will say, hey, start off with the Mustang because they give you the Aurora as a loaner. I have not confirmed that for myself, but I think that enough people have said that I think it's true. But I do not suggest the Aurora anymore, and it's not because of any specific reason or anything like that. I just I know the mistakes that I made. Wasse was here. Wasse was here too. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for following over on Twitch. And the reason why I don't suggest it is because one of the things that I didn't realize when starting up Star Citizen is what's going to, what do I need? What fits my personality? What's a good ship to use in the verse? And why spend more money than $45? Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. The ships that you can purchase in the game are outside of the game, rather, with real money, is a way to help fund the development of the game. With the right ship, starting off in the game, you can make enough fake money inside the game to purchase your own ship, and now they have persistence. They have persistence in the game. And so we were worried that there was going to be a wipe here coming up with the 3.9 because there was an exploit. There were, I think, a couple of exploits. And there was a trading exploit, and I think the red envelope exploit. Some people, they got some money, extra money, and they exploited that exploit. Jeez, that sentence went around in circles, didn't it? So what they have announced that there's not going to be a major wipe with all of our UEC, all of our ships that we purchased in game. Instead, they're able to hone in on specific accounts that use that exploit and wipe them. So that's good news. Very good news. So now is the time to purchase Star Citizen if you don't have it. Now is the time to get in. This is the moment. And I'm not saying that there will never be another wipe, because there will be. And fine, when they say, hey, we're going to go ahead and release say the MMO is released, and we all know that MMOs are always and constantly being developed over the years. I have never seen an MMO that is completely done, all right? And it's never being worked on. So this game is going to be worked on, but it's going to be officially released as, hey, go ahead and it's time to come on in. We have the MMOs released. You know what I'm saying. So when it finally does get released, there probably will be a final wipe, more than likely. And so anything that you do, but if you get in now and you learn how to play the game, you learn how to do the trading, you learn the trade, the tricks and the trade of doing things, and you learn how to get your UEC, you learn where to buy the ships, you learn the lore of the game, you learn all this stuff now. That way you don't wait, and then you can hit, and then you're able to hit the ground running when it's finally released. Me personally, I do like to purchase ships with real money because it helps fund the development of the game. We know CIG has they decided to go without a publisher. And yes, a lot of money has been spent on Star Citizen. A lot of time has been spent on Star Citizen. But again, there's two games being made at once. Squadron 42, which is a single-player campaign and then Star Citizen, which is the MMO portion of it, and there has been a lot of restarts. If you go back and look at the year that the game was promised to come out, and you look at the footage, and you think to yourself, I think to myself, like, oh, God, thank God they pushed it back, because that looked horrible. Well, compared to now, it might have looked great back then, but compared to now, ooh, man, I wouldn't trade what we have now for what they were going to release back then, because, my God, that'd just be stupid. That would be dumb. But so a lot of time, a lot of money has been spent on 2 games being made at once. So now's the time. Get into the game. Yes, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to have to deal with bugs. So, I mean, bugs. I mean, they're not... 3.8 when it was released was probably the worst I've seen so far. Where it was annoying. But I don't tend to run into any times where the game is game breaking. I know a lot of people say that. I know a lot of people will say they're not playing anymore because it's game breaking. I'm going to tell you right now, I have not ran into any issue where it was game breaking and I could not enjoy the game. So now's the time to get into the verse. You could do that. There's a couple packages in there. Some of these will give you 1,000 UEC to start the game off with. Even if they wipe your account, you'll start off with that 1,000 UEC. In addition to that, let me go to the display screen. In addition to that, if you use the referral code that I have down below, it says become a Star Citizen or something like that. The referral link should be down below. If you use my referral link, it'll give you another 5,000 UEC that you could use on top of that, and then you'll have like 6,000 UEC based on whatever package you get. So if you go to robertspaceindustriescom and you're interested in getting the game, I just wanted to go over and show you stuff that I didn't realize at first. So if you go to robertspaceindustriescom, you're probably going to come across this site here, and it can be kind of confusing. These people need to get a better web designer, because it's very hard for somebody that's brand new to look at this and know where to buy their ship package. I mean, there's all kinds of different places that you can go to, but see, you got Fly Now. So if we click Fly Now, you're going to get this here. Like, ooh, yeah, I can't wait to get in. Wait a minute, Cobra was talking about something other than the Mustang and the Aurora. Scroll. That's it. 2 ships? 2 ships? Come on. All right, so here's how you get to the other ships. And so if you want to buy in with only $45, these are the 2 ships to choose from. I went with the Aurora, and I was happy with it. 100% happy with it. So happy that after I upgraded my ship, when I realized that the Aurora was not going to be enough for my personality and my type of gameplay, I upgraded it, got rid of it, and then I've since then went back and bought another one because I love the ship and I missed it. So let's go. We're gonna go up to the pledge store. All right, so here we go. So if you go up to the top and you hit Pledge Store, right up here, you can get to this. You can get to this site, and what you're going to see first is you're going to see the Avenger Titan Starter Pack. This is what I recommend. Now there is one more package that I recommend over this ship, but as far as if somebody said, "Hey, what ship package should I get?" Immediately, I'm going to say the first thing is the Avenger Titan Starter Pack, $65 for Star Citizen. You get Star Citizen. You get the hangar, the 6 months insurance, Star Citizen download, and starting money 1,000 UEC. Add my referral code into that, and you'll get 6,000 UEC. So, and if they ever wipe you, you get to keep your ship, and you get to keep 6,000 UEC to start off with. So that's very important. And UEC is the in-game money. And I know you guys know that are watching, but somebody might stumble upon this video tomorrow or maybe next month or something like that, and they might not know that. Oh my God, we got Charb just subscribed. Oh my God, thank you so much. 2 months, dude. 2 months. Thanks for all the fun times, Cobra. The org is amazing. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, join the org. We've got a pretty crazy org. We are called the Cobra Force, and that's what you can see here is the Cobra Force. And we're a bunch of crazy people, man. We do some crazy stuff. And we're typically supposed to be bounty hunters. But when it comes to when we're bored, we start to practice what it's like being on the other side of the fence. Not too much, though. Not too much. I mean, if there's bad guys around, we're going to get the bad guys. Right, guys? That's right. Okay, so let's go back to the starter package here. So this is a very good ship. It's got cargo. It's got a bed to log out in. You can put boxes in the back. It's got good weapons on it. It can handle itself. It's a good starter ship. This is what I recommend you get, not the Aurora. But if you want to pick the Aurora, by all means, get the Aurora. Just get whatever you want. But this is right here at the top of my list, right there. Other than that, let me show you what my #1 recommendation is. So remember, you go to Pledge Store at the top of Robert Space Industries. That's how you get to this. Now, when you get to these two ships, so first of all, they're going to show you the Titan and the Aurora only. And then when you hit Pledge Store, you're going to see the Avenger and the Mustang only. Or not the Titan and the Aurora, the Mustang and the Aurora. And then you're going to see just these two. And you just click up here again for another click. It'll take you to the rest of the game packages that they have. So we got the Titan starter pack that we talked about, the Mustang, the Aurora starter pack. There's the two that we saw outside. And then we got Squadron 42 standalone pledge. This is for the single player campaign. As I said, they are making 2 games at once. And this right here, be forewarned, this right here is only for the single player campaign. And I don't think it includes the MMO. Squadron 42 digital download. No, it does not include the MMO. All right, so this is just the single-player campaign only. So be careful when you purchase this that you're not thinking that you're getting the MMO if that's what you're interested in. Then we've got, let's see, we got the Pisces, which is not a bad ship. It's vulnerable as far as being attacked. I love this ship. It's one of my favorite ships to fly, the Pisces. I don't suggest this being a starter package for anybody. You're not going to be sorry. Don't get me wrong. You're not going to be like, oh man, this buyer's remorse. You're not going to have that. But it's as far as being able to, I mean, you could run away from fights. I just don't suggest this one. It's fun. I love this ship. It's one of my favorite ships in the game. Then we got the Mustang. So let me get down into the meat and potatoes. Here's this one right here, the Anvil Aero starter pack. This one is a really good ship. I've flown it. It's fun to fly. However, it has no walk-around room in it all. All it is a cockpit. So you're not going to be able to do any box deliveries with this. No, I don't think any cargo at all. So it's just for fighters. So you'll be doing bounty hunters, ECN alerts, and removing claim jumpers, stuff like that with this ship here to earn your money, to earn your UEC in the game. So, so let's see. Someone said it's not a starter. Okay, I see what you're saying. Talking about something else. Okay, so yeah, this one it's a good ship. If you don't want to do box delivery missions, I get this, but I don't know. I advise against it. I really do. Yeah. So #1 at the top of my list, the Drake Cutlass Black starter package. I cannot suggest anything better than this ship right here. The Drake Cutlass Black starter pack. This is what you should get. $115. This ship does everything. Well, not everything. Look at this. Starting money 5,000 UEC. If you use my referral code, you're going to get 10,000 UEC when you start up. 10,000. So that's a good deal right there. I wish this deal was around when I was backing. I wish this ship was around when I was backing. I think the only thing that was around was the Aurora when I first purchased in 2015. And the Mustang. But yes, this right here, if you're going to get in and look, I stake my reputation on this game. my name. This is not a scam. You're not going to have to worry about, you don't have to pay any subscriptions. You don't have to, you'll never need to spend another dime on the game. They don't ask you for more money through emails. Nothing happens. This is it. This is all you need to spend. $45 is literally all you need to spend. Okay? You don't, this is not going to steal money from you. You're going to buy a package and you're going to have fun. I can promise you that, and I stake my name on it. Promise you. You're going to have tons of fun. So this is it right there. My #1 recommendation. Great Dre Cutlass Black. Let me take a look at the chat here and see what everybody's saying. We've got Jason. Cutlass is a decent chip. Don't forget it's harder because of the Freelancer. Yes, let's talk about the Freelancer. Let's go out and check out the Freelancer because it was on there. Now, I've got a Freelancer Max. And the Freelancer, it's a good ship. It's a very fun ship to fly. However, I kind of feel like the Cutlass Black can defend itself better against attackers than the Freelancer. But the Freelancer, you could actually make more money in by doing trade. It is a good ship. And I do recommend it. It's a good one. But I still, even though I still got to go with the Cutlass Black. This is the ship. It's a good ship. Trust me, you're not going to be sorry. So if I was going to buy a package, buy the Cutlass. Yes, Soul Crew. Yes. Because you're going to be able to utilize every option in the game. Every game feature in the game. You're going to be able to cargo run. You're going to be able to deliver boxes. You're going to be able to bounty hunt. You're going to be able to do the remove claim jumpers, ECN alerts, investigation missions. You're going to be able to do all that in the Drake Cutlass Black with ease. And you're going to be able to defend yourself. Comes with like 16 missiles. It's got great guns on it. And then don't forget, the more you do your missions in the game, you could go to like these ship stores and you could purchase ship upgrades and you could buy better weapons to put on your ship. Just call me Soul. Gotcha, buddies. I'll call you Soul. Jason says Cutlass is more agile. Freelancer is tougher. Pilot preference is never wrong, though. Yeah, I agree with you, Jason. Hey, what's up, Sword? That Cutlass looks sexy. Yes, it does. She's amazing. I've named mine Battle Cat because it reminds me of the ship that Panther from Thundercats used to drive around in. It looks just like that. But this one flies, and I think the other one just drives. But yes, we got special guests. We're going to have them come on here pretty soon. Let me go ahead and get Discord up. And we also got Vega. She's going to be coming on the call, too, to talk about her experiences inside. Oh, there he is. He's in there. He's in there. Okay. So what I'm going to do... So I'm going to go up into the subcast room, and I'm going to pull KJH in and get him on the show. You guys ready? KJH, can you hear me, buddy? Uh-oh, we got technical difficulties. KJH, what's up, buddy? Can you hear me? We'll get him in here, guys. We'll get him in here.
Hey, Cobra, you hear me?
Hey, what's up, man? I can hear you. Oh, but I don't think he can hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey. Good to have you on the show, man.
Stream, so I couldn't...
Oh, you were listening on the stream?
So I could hear you talking on the stream, and I could hear you... I was
super delayed, man. Super delayed. Hey, it's good to have you on the show, buddy. I remember when I first met you. Do you remember that day?
Of course I do.
You screamed. I screamed. We all screamed for Star Citizen.
That was... I was thinking about that the other day, because what are the chances the two of us both just start... I'm pretty sure we both had just been like a day or two on the game.
Yeah.
So we both were in the same server, recording a video at the same time.
And ended up on the same ship. And I come around the corner. I'm just like, hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy. And you turn around and you're like, ah!
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anybody on those ships except for that one time.
Yeah. And we're both recording too, man. It was just crazy. And it's one of my subscribers there was like, hey, you ran into KJH. He's got the other side of this on his channel. And I went over and checked it out. And I'm like, sure enough, that was pretty cool. So yeah, you know what's really awesome is that ship that I was in, I was frothing at the mouth because I wanted that ship, right? When I was in there that day. And lo and behold, skip ahead today, I own it now. Now I have the Constellation Phoenix. Yeah. So now it's like, yeah, it's just so weird to go back and look at those videos and see just how much our characters have progressed. And it's just amazing. But I want to talk to you about your YouTube channel, and I want to talk to you about your experiences inside Star Citizen, because I think me and you started playing at the same time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like within a day or two of each other.
Yeah,
go ahead. I was gonna say I went into Star Citizen like completely. I hadn't ever watched a video on it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know a single thing about the game when I bought. So I didn't know any like YouTubers. I didn't I was completely first impressions were real.
Wasn't it just amazing? Like, I still get some of that feeling today, even though I'm starting to get used to and get out of the honeymoon and just know that I exist in this amazing game. But when you first start playing, it's just like all this awesome immersive immersion stuff just rushing towards you. Just like everything, like the architectural change from ArcCorp or Area 18 to how it looks on in Delamar, how rusty and worn down it is, and then you end up in Loreville and you walk through some rusted industrial area and you end up on marble and gold trim, and it's just it's unreal sometimes.
It's incredible, and I think one of the reasons you and I share a lot of the same audience is because a lot of people have been playing the game for much longer than we have. So we both were, they were able to see the game through somebody who's never played it before. They get to see it through our eyes, once again. Right. And I think that's something that everyone really...
Yeah. So how's your experience been so far? I noticed that you were starting to try and live stream.
So I don't typically live stream very often. Since I have the org, Murphy's Law Trading Company, and we started doing org events every Saturday. So every Saturday we'd get together, we'd do, whether it was like cyclone racing, or we did one that was caterpillar jousting, which was a lot of fun. Just getting up to crazy things as an org, and I typically try and stream those every Saturday.
Caterpillar jousting. Tell me, what is that? That sounds dangerous.
So I have, like in my Discord, I have, a great team. I have my ads, my community managers, and they came up with caterpillar jousting, which essentially what it is you get two caterpillars. There's literally like 15 people in each one, and you slowly fly towards each other, and then the doors are open on both ships. You have to turn off the shields on the ships, and you slowly fly next to each other, and then you just go at it. Each ship just starts shooting at the other, like the people inside, until there's one person left.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So you're going by each other like really, really slow?
Yeah, I'm talking like 3 speed. You have to be.
Do you have a video of you guys doing that?
I do. Actually, I think it was a stream highlight video I recorded. Oh, I edited and uploaded.
Okay. Drop that into our Discord, and because I definitely want to check that out.
Of that video?
Yeah, most definitely. Guys, this is KJH. He is another content creator for Star Citizen. His YouTube link is down below under where it says guests. Check him out. If you're not subscribed to him, please go over and do so. Show him some Cobra love, and let's all, I always like to say that everybody in my community, we're like a constellation. We're all a bunch of stars, and stars always connect and form like these amazing just images, and we all need to just reach out, connect to each other, and become a constellation. So if you're here and you're part of the Cobra TV community and you're not subscribed to KJH, please do so. Check him out. Like I said, the link's down below. So, did you create your own org or did you join one?
No, I created one. It's Murphy's Law Trading Company.
Murphy's Law Trading Company. Okay, yeah, that's
what can go wrong will go wrong. We have.
Exactly.
I love trading, and it just kind of came naturally, I guess.
Yeah, I started doing that here just recently. I actually just got done recording a video doing trading. I saw you doing trading in a Caterpillar. Is that something that you purchased, or did you get that in game, or was it lent to you?
No, so the Caterpillar actually is when the Expo came out, and I was still fairly new to the game, and I tested every single ship, and by far my favorite ship was the Caterpillar. I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And it was actually a gift. Kaz, one of the guys on my channel, it was a gift. Yeah. It was
Wow.
And it's still my favorite ship. I call it the Caterpillar.
The Caterpillar. Nice, man. What a great gift. What a great. Hey, Cobros. How about a Caterpillar? No, I'm kidding. We're getting ready to get one a game. So we've got a lot of Caterpillars, right? And since they have persistence, sort of kinda, we are our org is working together and getting Caterpillar after Caterpillar after Caterpillar and doing trading, and we're getting the UEC to purchase each member a Caterpillar. And so that's what the guys are doing. They've done it for several of our members. They just start trading, and then they take an org member, get the whatever million that it costs to purchase it inside the game, and then they just transfer the money to the other guy, and then boom, he gets his Caterpillar, and then they move on to the next org member. So that's what we've been doing here recently. So
that's actually a really cool idea. That's awesome.
So I think I'm going to be getting mine pretty soon. I think we were really close to getting my Caterpillar, but we'll have to wait and see. Hibita, thank you so much for following on Twitch. Appreciate that. Yeah, you mentioned I was watching one of your videos, and you said you didn't know where I was uploading, whether it be YouTube or Twitch. I do live gameplay on Twitch and not on YouTube because I like to separate. I love to edit videos, and I like to keep it nice and edited on YouTube, and then all the live craziness that could happen all takes place over on Twitch. So I don't know. Do you find it different to have live gameplay on your YouTube channel?
I know it can hurt the channel as far as like watch time, like average view duration and things like that. Because if you're having multiple, thousands of people coming in and out, then that ruins like the watch time a little bit. So, but I don't seem to notice much difference, to be honest with you.
Saxman, thank you so much for subscribing. No, I don't mean as far as out. Oh my God, Hipita, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. I don't mean like algorithm-wise. I just mean like what my viewers can come to expect. I don't want them being confused like, what am I getting today? Live gameplay shenanigans, or am I getting a very clean edited video? You know what I mean? It's like, so I try to just separate the two 100%. So that way they know, that way the people that like to see the live gameplay, which sometimes I could be sitting in a party menu for like 30 minutes. And I don't want that on YouTube. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's so. I'm sorry, I'm talking about my channel. You're the guest. Let's talk about yours.
No, so to go off what you're saying as far as streaming, that's like, so I try to upload just a video, like Monday through Friday. It'll be a video every day, and then Saturdays. Wow. It's been a little weird recently, but Saturdays is a live stream, and then Sundays I'll do a stream highlights from the stream the day before.
Okay, so you're able to do a video every day. How do you find the time to do that?
Well, I do. This is it. I do this full time.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Unfortunately, the whole world's locking down, but they're still making me go work 70 hours a week.
Yeah.
It stinks.
It's crazy. Yeah, no, I get it. I spend about, I'd say I spend about 3 hours recording and then like 3 hours editing it down to like 40 minutes. So, I mean, just that alone is like 6 hours plus the render and the up. I mean, it's a full day. I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, it is definitely a full day. Saxman, this is KJH. He's another streamer on YouTube, and you can find his link down below in the description where it says guests on YouTube. The Twitch guys, if you want to get his link, here, let me post it in the chat. And because I don't think you could see it if you're on Twitch in the description, but And there you go. So, do you have a hard time? Sometimes I'm sitting there thinking, what is a good video? What content should I record? What should I be doing in the verse today?
100%. I think when I started, and I'm sure you were the same, everything was so new. It was easy.
Oh, yeah.
And then obviously, I'll play with some other people and it'll be, fun and get videos. But yeah, it can, especially now, like right at the end of a patch when another one's about to come out, it's such like a no man's land. It's like what's like no one knows what to do. Everyone's too scared to trade just in case they'll lose it.
Oh, I know.
And then there's 30Ks. I feel like there's way more 30Ks towards the end of the patch. I could be wrong, but
no, you're right.
It feels like that. So yeah, but no, I definitely do. I sit there thinking about it.
Yeah, you're right, 100%. 30Ks seem to like they always tick up right at the end and beginning of the new update. I started just recently trading, and I'm an idiot. I will risk it all. Like, I will load up my entire freelancer until I'm down to like 1 UEC, and I will go and trade, and I will risk the 30K. I'll risk myself crashing. I'll risk myself getting blown out of the sky, and I'm just dumb like that. But I tell you what, it makes it scary for me, and I love doing it.
Yeah, and I was listening to you earlier when you started streaming, or it might have been your last stream actually you recorded. It's different for if you're creating content on like for YouTube, because everything that goes wrong can be a benefit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas because it's entertaining to watch. Whereas if you're just playing the game and you're not uploading videos or anything, I can totally understand how frustrating it can be.
Yeah. One of my favorite videos is when I was attacked by some Banu fighters when I was doing a box mission at the orphanage. And normally, like, people would have been upset. I wasn't, man. I mean, this, I think, happened like 2-3 months into playing the game. And they blew up my ship, but it was still flyable. And they blew up some guy who just landed, some stranger. So I got up into the ship, and it wasn't working. And I was stuck out in space, and I ended up having to eject out of the ship, and somebody who was watching the stream decided to get in their 890 jump, come in and save me from space. It was amazing.
See, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm under, like, I want things like that to happen because it creates emergent gameplay,
Yeah, definitely. And I just want to say, I agree with what you said when you were talking earlier about the, like, starter ships, like the game packages. I thought maybe we'd have a different opinion, but I agree with you 100%.
About the Cutlass Black.
Yeah, that's the exact one. I wasn't going to... That would have been my number one, but I was like, man, maybe it's a little bit too expensive. But yeah, 100% Cutlass Black. But I feel like the only people that get, like, the Aurora or the Mustang, those are people that don't really know the game. Right. And they're like, I'll just buy a basic one.
Yeah.
But I feel like most people, especially if they're using your referral code, people that know, watch your videos, they already know the game. So they know that both of those ships, they're going to outgrow within a week, right? So...
Yeah, they will, and that's the thing that people need to understand. They will outgrow that ship in a week. I did, and I think that people are under the mindset is only $45, that's all I'm spending because I heard it's a scam. Instead of going for the AAA price, the $65, the $65 Avenger Titan, that is definitely the one that I think people should go for. It's the price of a AAA game. You're getting quadruple A quality. Yeah, it's not done, but how many games are officially done nowadays when they get delivered? I mean, some of them say they're done.
Yeah, and the other thing is you got to look at
the word.
A lot of games. Okay, this is an alpha. You can argue that, but most games you buy these days, they're $60, $70, $80 anyway. So to me, it's well worth it. If you watch your videos or my videos or anyone else's videos on this game, you can see how much there is still to do. As long as you come into it with the understanding that it is an alpha and there is going to be issues, it's so much fun.
Yeah, it definitely is. Parjai, I don't know if I said your name right. Thank you so much for subscribing on Twitch. I appreciate that. Do you stream on Twitch at all?
No, I have a Twitch. No, I don't.
No? Okay. All right. I was just asking because if you did, I was going to go ahead and share your link out there. McFluffy also just subscribed. Thank you so much, McFluffy. Love the name, though. McFluffy87. Oh, my God. KJH, have you ever decided there's something new that we've been doing? We've been, at the beginning of every one of our streams on Twitch, I've recently just started going through the server names and just reading out the names of the people. The names that some of these people have made are absolutely ridiculous.
I love it.
I do too.
It always sparks conversation, which I love.
Yeah.
Like an icebreaker. But a lot of my chat, whenever I'm streaming, I feel like every Saturday somehow it turns into food, and there's a lot of people with like names that are food.
Yeah.
And
Here,
people are very original.
If you're ever on a call with somebody and you're streaming live, there is something that's really viral that I bring up that never seems to ever go away in our community, and it's chocolate cheese. Just
chocolate.
Chocolate.
The bloody hell is that?
Chocolate cheese. That's exactly what what it means. It's cheese.
I'm going to be honest with you. It sounds disgusting.
Why does it sound disgusting?
Those are two great things that should never be put together.
But why? What about chocolate cream cheese?
That's disgusting as well.
Well, how was that disgusting?
It's like, I could be not the right person to talk to about this, because I like mints and I like chocolate, but I hate mint chocolate. And same as ice cream. I don't like things being mixed. So maybe it's just me.
Like things being mixed.
No.
Back tank. I don't know, Bill. I'm just gonna say, Bill, thank you for subscribing, buddy. I appreciate that. No, I guess I could say, because I'm the same way with certain things too.
Go back to this chocolate cheese though. What on earth are you talking about?
Yeah, look, people, they have the same reaction as you. Like, ew. Like, wait a minute. Cheese has a very neutral palate. What would be so wrong with taking chocolate milk instead of regular milk to make cheese?
I think you're on your own here. Who came up with this? Was this someone in your chat?
No, it's always just been an idea of mine to make chocolate cheese. And see, this thing is, it never goes away. And if it does go away, it only goes away for a little while, and it comes back the next time you stream. Somebody's always going to bring it up.
Yeah, for sure. I think you should try that and let me know how it goes.
I will if I can figure out how to make it.
Someone in your chat said bacon and milkshake. I think bacon is one of the only things you can put with everything.
So
have you ever had bacon chocolate?
No, no. What about bacon and mint?
I've never had that. No.
Yeah, no. I think
this is how it always goes. You end up talking about food.
Yeah, I don't know. Bacon. I'm very picky with bacon. I don't think bacon and chocolate would be any good. And I can agree with you about mixing things. I don't think chocolate and pretzels should go together. I don't think it tastes good.
I can agree with that, I guess.
Okay.
I think the thing with the pretzel that could work is because of the salt. I think chocolate and salt kind of works.
Yes, it does. Chocolate, salt, and caramel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So what are your plans for the future? Like, where do you see your content going? Because that's something that I'll sit there and think about. Like, where's this going?
So for me, it depends if you're talking like short term, Star Citizen, or long term, or both.
Or both, yeah.
I mean, short term's it's pretty much what I'm doing. I really enjoy, recording Star Citizen videos. I really enjoy, the community aspect of it. As you've said before, it's an incredible community. It really is. So I think the community aspect is a lot of fun, but long term, I don't know if this is something that popped up in your Discord, but I think it showed up in a few, and it ended up in mine. And it was, someone said, like, if you had, I can't remember the exact dollar amount. I think it was like 5,000. It may have been more, like real dollars. What would your dream, like, what ships would you buy with like 5,000 cash? Do you know what you would buy off the top of your head?
I do, but a lot of them are for sale right now, which is something that I don't understand.
No, but even if they were, if all the ships were available.
I'd have to sit and think.
Yeah, I did too. But a lot of what I said revolved around like the org, so building the org. Mm-hmm. So for me, and this is way down the line, we're talking once the game's been out, and they've also had a multiple updates since it's been out, and that would be, I forget the name of the ship off the top of my head. It's the construction one, you know, the one that builds like ground. It builds like bases on the ground.
The Pioneer?
The Pioneer, yes.
Yeah.
So that was one of them. The Javelin, of course, because you need a big, massive ship to hold your org in. Basically, what it evolved around was Murphy's Law Trading Company. You'd have like multiple javelins spread across, not just the verse, but you know when they start doing multiple star systems. Mm-hmm. So you have multiple like bases that are just floating around in space that people can log in and out of.
Right.
And then you use the construction, the Pioneer, to build bases on moons and planets. And just like a massive, just fun, like community-driven, like org. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure I've explained that absolutely terribly, but...
No, I get it, 100%.
But, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that's probably one of the ones I would want. Someone recently just donated claimed land to my account. So our org actually has some land now. I don't know the specifics.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know the specifics or where the land is just yet because I really haven't looked into it. So I'm gonna have to figure out what all that means and if that has to tie in with the Pioneer. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be cool. And with the Javelin, just because it's popped into my head, I don't mean to go back, but it would be like a ship that would be in the verse 24/7. So you would like rotate captains. You know what I mean? So there'd be a captain on board for however many hours, then you'd rotate and be another captain. So the ship would stay in the verse just 24/7.
Yeah.
For the org to use, basically. But yeah, claiming land, that's cool. I heard, I didn't even know that was available yet.
I guess I sold it to a couple of people a long time ago, and someone decided just to donate it to the org, and we got it. I don't know what it means, but we got it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching the video saying that they were going to, people would be able to claim land, but yeah, I didn't know it was available. That's awesome.
Okay.
So what are yours, though? What are your goals for the game?
My goals for the game...
Or just for what you want to do in the game?
Okay, so I'm normally a podcaster. I don't do a lot of... I didn't before this. I didn't do a whole lot of gameplay. I would do a lot of podcasting, and I covered the development of ambitious games, and I interviewed game developers. So I've interviewed Dual Universe, Astroneer. I interviewed tons of developers of games, AAA games. And that's one of the things that I used to like, and I still like doing. When I discovered Star Citizen, I got so engulfed and so addicted to it that for the first time in a long time, I was about ready to delete my channel before I clicked Star Citizen. I took a vacation, and I said, all right, I'm going to think about this for a week while I'm on vacation. And after my vacation, I'm probably just going to either announce that I'm quitting or just delete it and maybe keep the videos up there for memories. And then I played Star Citizen, and I'm like, oh, this is so awesome. I got to show everybody. I got to show all my subscribers. I got to show all the people that play No Man's Sky what this looks like and what it's like. So I made that first video for them. And some people liked it, some people didn't. But my goal is to reach new citizens and show them how fun the game can be. Eventually, I'm going to start covering the development of the game within the next few weeks, maybe 3 weeks, like I used to do with the other games. I haven't done it because I wasn't intelligent enough. I didn't know, not intelligence is not the right word. I wasn't educated enough about Star Citizen to be able to talk about the development because I just coming into it this September. I didn't know what certain things were. I didn't know the history of the game. Now that I'm caught up, I feel like I can talk about the development and give my analysis and just have a place to have a conversation with it. So that's going to be coming within 3 weeks. But the gameplay is just going to keep going, and I just want to reach out to brand new people and try and get them pulled into the verse. That's my goal.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think you'll agree with me. But like one of the best things about having like a platform to be able to build a community is being able to get all these people together, give them a place. Like I know you have the Cobra Force and you have your Discord. I have the same thing over on my Discord. Just a place where everyone can, people that have like-minded goals and hobbies, to be able to come together. I think that's what's probably the best thing about building a community around a game.
Right. Yes. And that's exactly what Star Citizen's really good for, because it's an MMO. And when I first started playing, I'm like, I just wanted to play solo. But then, people on YouTube, they were like, we don't want to see you play with other people. We want to see you play solo. But then there was the same amount of people that are like, we don't want to see you play solo. We want to see you play with other people. It's an MMO. So I'm like, all right, okay, fine. Solo game. Huh?
No, I was going to say, I think a lot of it, because like I get the same thing too. I think a lot of when you do a stream, like I say, I do the org streams on Saturdays where there's 25, 30, 35 people that are all in one game doing races and things, and that is a lot of fun for me to stream. It's hard to make into a video because I can't talk properly because you can hear tons of people in the background.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun to do, and I love doing those things. But I think like what you have right now that I love is you and your wife in the verse.
Oh yeah.
I think when it's you and one or you and two people, it's a lot of fun to watch, especially when you can like have banter back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
But I think when it's 5 or more, you can't really make videos on it.
It gets kind of hectic, even though it's fun.
Yeah.
As far as editing and content, it does get really hard to make something out of that.
It's almost impossible to edit a video down from when you have that.
It really is. So that's one of the reasons. The biggest reason why I went to Twitch at the same time is to keep that solo and the wife and stuff like that over on YouTube, and then have the org and MMO style gameplay on Twitch, because even though they wanted me to play solo, I wanted to play with other people, and I wanted people to allow me to do that without constantly saying, hey, I only want you to play solo. So I'm like, fine. On Twitch, it's game on, baby. Everybody.
So I know your audience, because I know you talk about it a lot, how you stream on Twitch and then you upload videos on YouTube. Was that difficult for you? Do you feel sometimes, because you sometimes switch, sometimes you stream basically exclusively on Twitch, right?
Yeah, I only stream live gameplay exclusively on Twitch.
So do you ever feel like that's
a mistake?
No, well, I don't know, but because for me, I feel like my core audience, like I know how you and your YouTube, like I feel like if I was to move to streaming on Twitch, not only would that probably my YouTube channel wouldn't get to see it, but I don't know. I mean, you're doing it, so you probably have a better idea than I do.
There's a lot of concerns that I have doing it. One of those concerns, well, most of my YouTube audience says they don't want to see me with the live gameplay. And if I stream live, I can't play solo. People find me. And they have every right to find me. It's an MMO. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
if they want to come to my location, I'm not going to sit there and say, get away from me. So but if I stream... Huh?
I feel like people are going to... Do you ever have people find you even if you're not streaming? Like if you're
sometimes,
just recording
like
a video?
some of the Cobras in our org, they know my habits. They know where I'm going to be. If I'm online, they're like, this dude's at SPK. I know he's at SPK. His favorite moon's Daymar. I know it. He's at Daymar somewhere. Yeah, dude. They know where to find.
I feel like people will just look in and see who's in the lobby, see who's in the server.
Yeah.
They'll see your name and then try and find you anyway.
They do, but it's like I can still record a video with Vega, and still make it like solo gameplay. But if I stream live on YouTube and people want to see me and Vega only play, it's not possible. It just can't happen. So I literally have to only stream live on Twitch. However, I think we're getting into the point where I think that solo, that with me going around saying, "Ooh, look at that," like I think that that portion might have ran its course, and I might be able to do some live gameplay on YouTube. It would really help out the channel, because what's happened is I've gotten myself into this crazy rut where this I stream exclusively on Twitch from Tuesday through Friday from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? So it's lots of hours, a lot of days during the week, which takes down my time to record and edit videos for YouTube. Plus, I have the Saturday night Patreon show and the Sunday night Patreon show. Leaves me literally one day of the week for YouTube videos.
You're spreading yourself out too much.
I know. It was an accident. It was a complete
No, I get it. You try to do the right thing, and then you realize it's too much.
Yeah, I did. I woke up one day and I'm like, what? What do you mean I only got one day to record and edit?
Yeah. I mean, and I think you do a good job. Like, I know, you're still uploading videos and on YouTube too, but I'm sure your audience would understand if you pulled back on one of these.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking, I don't know. We'll take a poll. We'll see tomorrow in the comment section. We'll see. We'll see. If you want to see the live gameplay on YouTube, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, as a reminder, check out KJH. Go to his YouTube channel. I'm going to post the link one more time. The guy is worth it. He is an amazing content creator. Oops, that's my link, not yours.
It's fine.
Have I been posting my link and not yours? Let's see. Hold on. See, you gave me your link on Twitch.
Twitter.
That's right. One of the T's.
I don't know if your chat can post links or not. I noticed now. I've got a bunch of my admin is in your chat. Shout out Night Raven. And my community managers, actually, that run all my org events, they're all in your chat too.
Awesome. Very awesome. All right, guys, here is the link for KJH. If I posted mine earlier, I'm very sorry, but here's his. There we go. That'll lead you right to KJH. Go check him out. Give him a subscribe. And if that doesn't work, his link is also down in the description. I see Vega's in the chat. Vega, can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know if you're also ready to come on. Vega's also another special guest we got. She started her YouTube channel. And with this whole thing going on in the world right now, our kids are being homeschooled. So like 8 hours a day or more, she is homeschooling all of our kids. So it's hard for her to actually sit down and record videos for her YouTube channel. But she went from like 200 and some subscribers to over 1,000 within like 2 or 3 weeks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad. I mean, shout out to you parents out there right now. It's got to be, I don't have kids, but it's got to be such a difficult time. I can't imagine.
Yeah, sure is. All right, I don't see her in the chat. She's going to be getting the kids to bed around in about 3 minutes, so she'll be jumping on with us here pretty soon. You coming online? Not yet? Okay. All right, so she'll be coming on in about 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, so, man, thanks for coming on the show tonight and everything and talking to me and stuff like that. I see you've been posting some space engineers, too.
Yes. So, I'll tell you, it kind of goes back to the question you asked earlier. Do I find it hard, uploading Star Citizen videos every day, trying to come up with ideas?
Yeah.
Especially, like I say, now at the end of one patch leading into another. I never want to force videos. Like, I never want to record something just for the sake of recording something.
Right.
Like, if I'm not excited and into it, I just feel like the audience can sense that.
Yeah.
So I asked, I was like, is there any games out there that you guys would recommend just for me to do as fillers in between right now while it's, it's pretty slow? And the majority of people said, Space Engineers. And it's another game I'd never heard of. And yeah, I ended up jumping in, play. It's super addictive. One of my mods, my Discord mods, he actually created a private server that we've been playing out of. So there's a bunch of my org that's playing in a private server. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely not taking over Star Citizen at all. I keep trying to remind my guys because you see someone slowly switching off a game. It looks like you're leaving it. It's not. That's not the case at all. It's just the end of a patch. That's all.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. Have you played Space Engineers?
I played it a long time ago during the time that I was covering the development of No Man's Sky. I was playing quite a bit of Star Citizen. I never really got too far into it to where I was playing the survival. We would just all get together with one of my subscribers. He had a bunch of ships that he made, and we would just get together and just go fly and goof around. So I never really did the whole survival aspect.
Oh, that's the best part. Just building. I've spent like hours just building a base. That's all I've been doing.
I should get back into it. Maybe I'll do some test streams on Twitch. See what people think. You know, we'll do like we'll switch off if I'm doing Space Engineers and you guys are throwing tomatoes at me. Fine.
Yeah, it's gonna happen for sure.
Yeah, we'll jump off and we'll get it. Why do you see that happen?
No one's nasty about it, but I definitely see the comments. People, I mean, you can tell just by the views, right? The views are nowhere near the same as Star Citizen.
Yeah.
But even the comments, people are like, yeah, no, I watch 2 minutes and then I'm off. I hate this game. So yeah, I get it. But like I say, since I started YouTube, I've only ever uploaded things that I myself are excited to play. So if people don't like it, that's unfortunate, but I'm not going to force myself to play something, but
right. That's
just how it is.
So you've been playing Star Citizen about as long as I have. Do you still feel just at awe when you're playing, like you're getting ready to land on in Loreville, and all of a sudden you turn around and you look at that sunset, it's setting right there, and you're just like, gosh darn it, man, and just get completely distracted by it.
Oh, every day, yeah. I posted a video today, actually, and yeah, it's just gorgeous. I was at Loreville, and the sun was rising, and yeah, you can't beat it. And I'm still exploring. Like today's video I posted, like it's places I've never been before. There's still places that I'm exploring that there's just so much to do. My biggest thing that I want more than anything is, and I know at this point we're just being picky, but is I really want Microtech to have some sort of like trade location that you can fly down to, like somewhere to go. I know they're obviously going to be opening up New Babbage, which is going to be awesome. I just need some sort of trade. Like just give me something where, even if it's just one place, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that once they have all that, and once they have like the box missions are over there, some trade routes over there, I think that I'm going to find myself not leaving that area too much.
It's just it's a gorgeous planet.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the snow and the trees, and then you can go to the areas where there's no snow, and it's just these beautiful fields. It's just too difficult. We've done a few org races there. We have to fill up. We filled up like 5 caterpillars with cyclones, and we took them over there, and we had a successful like race there.
Yeah.
But if something was to go wrong when you're on the way or when you're there, it's so difficult to get back there because there's nowhere to spawn like cyclones, and yeah, it's just I just really hope that they have some sort of area to spawn things.
Yeah, we did a couple of things over there too. We did something that we call the run, where we we filled up an entire server, and we had 2 teams. One were the runners. They had to make it to a specific ship in the middle of a player. We dropped them off like 4 to 7,000 meters away. We didn't realize how far we dropped them off, and they had to make their way to the ship. And their goal was to get into the ship, take off with the ship, and get it off the planet. And they won. We were supposed to patrol the area, look for them in the woods and the dark and the snow, and try to eliminate them. And they weren't allowed to respawn and come back down. So that was super, super, super fun. They won. The runners won. They were able to sneak through the trees. And I tell you what, it was scary. We were patrolling down on foot, going through the trees, not knowing where they were. They were 7,000 meters away. They had to climb mountains just to get to us. It took them, I think, an hour to travel that distance. And then finally, all of a sudden, we started taking fire. There were shots here, shots there. Somebody would say, I'm down, I'm down. And it was pretty scary. It's like a little horror movie.
That sounds awesome. I love those intense times.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really fun. But yeah, we got to do that again. And we got to do a lot more, I think, org events and stuff. I went on a tour, an 890 tour.
I saw that. Oh, I heard about it.
I still have the footage. It was there's a lot of dead time in between the travel and between trying to get positioned into the specific place. But they had security, man. The security. They had Air Force. They had security on board the 890. They had this amazing like regimen. You know, like this. They were so well organized, and I got yelled at for running. Yeah, I guess
I heard you say that they had undercover people on board too.
Yeah, they had undercover people. Plus, somebody snuck on the 890 jump and tried to murder, and they killed him. Right? They killed the guy because I heard shots, and then I heard them talking in proximity chat. Yeah, there was one aggressive. We took him down. Blah 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 blah. And I walked over and I'm like to the guards. And I'm like, what happened? What happened on board? Did you guys have to kill somebody? And they wouldn't answer me. You know, it was like they were just, don't worry about it. Go away. We got everything under control.
Yeah, that's a good like role play event for sure. I feel like if I was the one organizing something like that, like if it was my 890, I would plant things like that just to make it more fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. And then they were going to leave this one guy behind it, didn't get back onto the 890 jump. And I'm like, look, I'm not leaving without this dude. And I'm like, you guys are about to take off, and we're not leaving without him. And they're like, fine, okay. So they had to go out and get the guy. I guess he was AFK. But it was interesting, man. And some guy was running around streaking in his underwear, and I'm like, you yelled at me for running, but you're not going to yell at him for being half naked? And the female guards were like, yeah, no, we're not going to yell at him for being naked.
Oh, God. I saw, I think you posted it on Twitter or something, like the invite to that as well. Like it was such a well, like thought out, like put together, like event they had.
Oh, it was, dude. It was, and it was really cool. We had to set our spawn point in the 890 jump, and so they had us all line up in single file. And so I was literally waiting in line to get to the bed in a video game, right, to set my spawn point. It was so cool, man. And then once you got done with your spawn point, you had to go to another area and a waiting area to stand and wait after you got your spawn point set. And it was just a really cool experience that I've never had in a video game ever in my life. It was just amazing.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's cool about this game. I haven't personally taken part in any like role play, like events or anything like that yet. But it does definitely sound like something I want to do.
Yeah. Yep, it's awesome.
So I hear you're starting trading more. You're getting caterpillars for everyone.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm addicted to trading all of a sudden.
Yeah, no, it's a bug for sure.
Like, what is it? Why is it so addicting to trade?
There's something about just the simplistic, like flying to a location, picking up cargo, flying it, dropping it off. As boring as it sounds, like on paper, it's just, for me, it's just so much fun. And then obviously, if you're doing it in the caterpillar, you can make so much money. But it's so much fun. We've had like org events in the past where we practice. So we'll have like 4 caterpillars, and then we'll have escorts. So we'll have like an Eclipse or, whatever escort ships we have. And then we'll have more people in our org. There'll be the aggressors, and they'll try and take out the caterpillars. Mm-hmm. And then the caterpillars escorts will have to defend the caterpillar. It's just for practice. But yeah, we definitely have a lot of fun with trading. I think once you guys all get cats, there's nothing better than flying into like Bezdek or something and just seeing like 5 caterpillars all coming down. It's great.
It is great. Do you run into any PvP trouble when you're on your trading?
Yeah, every now and then, but not. Typically, if I'm trading like hard, like if I'm going back and forth multiple times, because I'd say just a normal trade is like about 420,000 UEC you put on board for a full like cat of titanium.
Yeah.
If I'm doing that once or twice, I'll just do it by myself, solo. But if I'm like, okay, tonight I'm going to sit down with the org and we're just going to trade, like off camera, not streaming or anything.
Right.
Typically we'll have escorts,
I see. Yeah. Yeah, when you keep going back and forth like that, you kind of make yourself known. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I was doing this simple trade from Yela. Everybody gets mad. I call it Yela on purpose because it makes people upset. But I would go from Yela to Port Olisar on this simple trade, and these guys, they were hanging out at Port Olisar. They keep seeing my freelancer come back and come back and come back, and I start thinking to myself, I'm making myself a target, aren't I? And it gets kind of scary.
I think one of the easiest, like highest profit, lowest risk is to do scrap in a Caterpillar. Just, to Port Olisar from, like, I think it's Crew L1 right there, or her L3. And it's a 10-minute round trip from Port Olisar to pick it up and then bringing it back again. It's 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And it's 30K profit, like every 10 minutes. But if you're landing at Port Olisar over and over and over again, you got to look out for pad rammers. You got to look out for... My Caterpillar's fully loaded, like with the best shields and things like that. But I've definitely been chased into Port Olisar before by people with like scatterguns, and it's stressful. But if you're just trading scrap, it's not as stressful because you're only putting like 70,000 down. But if you're putting like 500,000 or whatever, it could be stressful for sure.
Yeah. So one of the things we've been recently doing that you just reminded me about Port Olisar is we've been capturing the guards at Lorville, and we've been transporting them to Grimhex and Port Olisar.
Okay, so this is I overheard you talking about this. I can't remember when.
Yeah,
and I have not a clue. How are you capturing people?
Okay, all right. So here's how you do it, because you're gonna start seeing this everywhere in the verse. I don't know, CIG. There's no rules about this. I don't think it's in the terms of service. And it's a feature. So
hey, if it's in the game, it's in the game.
Exactly.
We're just testing it in alpha.
But what you're going to start noticing around in some servers, because we're going to start doing it, is we're putting guards at Grimhex to shoot. And they're not going to shoot normal people.
Yeah, just pirates.
Pirates. If you're a bounty
genius
and you come in, you're going to be shot and killed by them, because we placed them right at the entrances. One of the guys even pushed one all the way inside near the ship terminals and elevators.
So how are you capturing these guys?
Okay, let me tell you. I'll tell everybody, so that way everybody could do it, because it's fun.
I mean, I don't want you to give away your trade secrets. But
no, everybody can do it. We do it live on Twitch, so everybody can see. But what we're doing is we take an Ursa rover and go to where the gates are. Get your Ursa, go to one of the gates at Lorville and pull out an Ursa rover, and there's 2 guards standing outside. When you get inside the Ursa rover, run them over. You'll hear this bone crunch, and they'll disappear. Right?
Like I did that. Run the security guys over?
Yeah, you run the security guys over.
Okay.
And I did that because I hate Lorville, and I want to blow it up because they blew up my ship, so I got a vendetta against them.
I remember that.
Right. So I ran them over out of anger, and they disappeared, and I felt proud that I killed them. But then when I went to go get out of my Ursa rover, and I went through that door, 2 of them were in there. And I'm like, what? They're alive? And it scared the crap out of me because they had their guns pulled out and everything. So I'm like, I wonder if I could take these guys over to Grimhex. So I took the rover, put it on my freelancer Max, and I went over to Grimhex, and we just pushed them out of the rover. An easy way to push them is what I found out through also more investigation, if you have a box from a box delivery, you could push the guards easier with the box. But you could still push them without a box. You just push them right out of the rover, and then you get them on the pad, and then you can push them into their proper location wherever you want them. And they will stay there until the server dies.
I mean, that is incredible.
Yeah.
I'm 100% going to try that.
It's fun. Let's put them everywhere, man. CIG is going to be getting all these complaints like, hey, you need to fix this bug. I can't wait to see the bug report. The guards are spawning at Grimhex.
Yeah, that's where these pirates go, think they're safe, and then they land in their little ships and get shot at. That's genius.
That's right, man. Also, keep one on your ship. If you're going to be start off your gameplay, if you're going to do trading, go get one. If you're in a ship that can hold an Ursa rover, you could get it with the Grey Cat too. It's harder.
Yeah.
but you can get it with the gray cat. You got to get him. You got to run him over and get him to stand in the seat and then drive slowly towards your ship. But
yeah, I want to get one inside of my caterpillar as some NPC security.
Right, exactly. Because if somebody goes into your ship and they kill you to steal your ship, they're going to be murdered. So at least you get the satisfaction that they're going to die.
Wow.
That's
I think
right.
this will definitely be patched after.
Yeah, I hope not.
A lot of people are going to be doing this.
I hope not. But yeah, you could go back to I think it's called Trolling, Grim Hex. I think that's what I named it on my Twitch, and just check out that stream, and you'll see exactly how we do it, and how we get it off the how we get them off the rover and get them on the pad and get them inside Grim Hex. Get them inside Grim Hex was kind of difficult because it took like 3 people pushing them in, and then you got to get through the airlock. So that was a bit of a chore. But yeah, go back and watch it, and I can't wait to see you try it out.
Oh, 100%! I'm going to be trying that out.
All right, so let me see if Vega's ready. I don't know if she's ready or not.
I'm just going to run to the bathroom while you're checking.
We'll do. All right, okay. I'm going to see if, let's go ahead, maybe we can get some Cobras in here. If anybody's a Patreon member and you want to come on inside right now. Go ahead and take a couple callers while we wait for Vega to get online. But if anybody that's a Patreon member that wants to just come right on, just come right on in. And if not, then we'll just sit here and just wait for Vega, nice and quietly. Echo in the verse. Let me take a look at the chat too. Or waiting. Agnes, what's up, Agnes? How you doing? Oh, he's muted. Take a look at the chat here. Echo in the verse says, "Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now. See you, peeps. See ya, Echo. Have a good one, man. You should go get Big Benny's vending machine from Kovalex and put it in your caterpillar." Ghost, what's up, Ghost?
Not much. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
It blew me away to watch.
Hey, Agnes. Hey, buddy.
It blew me away to turn on the stream and find my 2 most favorite Star Citizen people chat.
Me and KJH, we've been trying to get together to do a collaboration for quite a while. I think it was kind of like my fault that it wasn't happening just because of the time zone difference and me working so much.
I talked to him a few times trying to get him to join in as well.
Yeah. Yep. But here
I'm
he
back,
is.
sorry.
KJH, we've got Ghost of Slack on the call. We also got Agnes on the call here. So if you guys have any questions for KJH, ask away. If not, how you guys doing?
Doing pretty good, Cobra. I sent you a brief description of the land deed. So,
Of the what?
the land deed.
Oh, was that from you?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Agnes. Thank you. Yeah, about that. This is okay. So I've got 2 accounts. My wife gave you the wrong email. So
Okay.
I don't know if it's been accepted by me. Can you tell if I've accepted it or not?
No, it doesn't say. It doesn't tell me anything on this end.
Is it still in your...
No, it says attributed. That means it's been gifted, but you have to accept the gift.
Okay, so I might have to make an account with...
No.
No?
Agnes, I've actually done this with somebody else, trying to gift something to somebody and accidentally gifted it to myself. You can go in and cancel the gifting and then resend it to the correct email.
No problem. All right, I'll do that right now. But let me just give you a brief rundown of the land deed, Cobra, if you allow me.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, bud.
Basically, that is a UEE land, UEE piece of land. That is 4 kilometers in width, 4 kilometers in length.
Okay.
That land deed will give you a 4 kilometers square piece of land. Anywhere within UEE territory, that means any planet that's within UEE jurisdiction.
Okay.
and that piece of land is gonna give you a UE military protection. So if you can build a base on it, or you can build a mining depot on it, that land deal will give you a quantum beacon. Remember when you quantum to, let's say, Daymar, you will see, and then you bring up the quantum menu again, and you will see all these different markers on the
Right.
planet.
Yeah.
It says Shubin. Yeah, one of them will be your land, and it will have your naming right on it. That is persistent throughout.
That's cool, man.
That is awesome.
So you could have your land. You could either build an outpost, a sleep house, a logout point with landing pads, or you could put down a couple. Or also you could put down a couple of the mining equipment, so you can either mine the minerals or the gas that will give you a consistent funding flow to your org.
Okay.
I
So
never-
it's
Go ahead.
basically it is exactly what when you buy a piece of land, exactly however you want to do with it, whatever you want to do with it. The only part is you might need somebody like KJH, where they try to get a pioneer to build that thing for you.
oh,
But the land
I
is
see.
yours. You can do whatever you want with it.
Well, by hell or high
And-
water, I'm gonna get myself a Pioneer someday.
So you can build it with the pioneer, and the pioneer will be able to do ground survey if you want to mine it. The pioneer will be able to build a base if you want to build a base on top of it. And then if your piece of land is being invaded by pirates, vandals, Banus, whoever, UEE will rush to your aid.
So I have a question for you, since you seem pretty knowledgeable on that.
Okay, sure.
Well, I mean, more knowledgeable than me, that's for sure. So, this is what my goal is for being able to have land, and I don't know if this is something that's even been talked about by CIG, but if you could build like a warehouse. So let's say as a trader, because when trading comes into, when it gets more realistic, so that the prices fluctuate, let's say titanium, you buy it for really cheap, because everyone's been trading it, so now it's super cheap. So you send in like 10 caterpillars, you buy up a bunch of cheap titanium, and then you store it in a warehouse, and then when the prices go back up, you can take it out the warehouse and go sell it. That's what I think would be awesome.
To tell you the truth, I think that's one of the points that they were talking about, because on the piece of land you could build something like an easy hub or something like a trade terminal where you can actually, some people are even talking about building shops, like sellable shops. So you can mine stuff and put it in your inventory and sell it at the proper rate.
Oh wow.
So it is, once the universe is opened up, it is a free market. I mean, Chris Roberts are not trying to dominate a rocket. He's trying to let the market grow by its own.
Well, think about it. If an org, whether it's Cobra Force or like MLTC, if they were to buy up all of, like, let's say diamonds that's in a certain system,
Yeah.
and then people are trying to buy that, right? And there's none available, then they have to go to you, who has the market share of it, and you can sell it at whatever price you want. And maybe,
Right.
you know, not say diamonds, but another source of cargo. Let's say you needed
Right.
something to be able to build, and you can buy a lot of that, and you have to, you know, go out and buy the materials to build your base from, you know, other people, and I think that'll be super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's basically what free market is. That in Chris Roberts' vision.
So was that deed tied to a specific place, or do I have to claim it eventually? To claim a specific spot?
Basically, this is how it goes. The deed, first of all, once you have the deed, when the land is opened up to be claimed, the deed will turn into what they call a quantum beacon. So you go to any piece of flat land that you like on any planet. Let's say you like Microtech so much you want to live there.
Yeah.
Go to Microtech, find a piece of flatland. The reason why I mentioned flatland is because if you want to build a base on top of it, it's better that if it's flat.
Okay, I see.
So find a piece of flatland and hire a pioneer, or get your own pioneer. Go there to do a geological survey. If everything pans out to be exactly the way you like it, stick that beacon right into the ground, and that piece of land is yours.
Wow.
That's
God,
it.
that sounds so cool, man. The way
Right?
you just described that. Go do a land survey. And then stick. Yeah, dude, I cannot wait.
That is a 4 kilometers in width and length for you. So that should be enough for you to build a F1 race car range if you want.
Yeah,
Wow.
it doesn't sound big, but that's a big space.
Yeah.
I do know there's also specific ships and one of the cyclones that can lay down those beacons as well already. It's the whole point for the Cyclone RN.
Well,
Should be fun.
yeah, most definitely. Okay, so what are the? Do we know how much the Pioneer is going to cost?
Wasn't it 1,500?
What?
I could be.
Look up on it
Don't
right
hold
now.
me for that. I could be going crazy.
You can look on the website right now and find out how much they are.
Will Casey86, thank you so much for subscribing on Twitch. I appreciate that.
It's $850.
Yeah.
Wait, the price is already on the site?
Yes.
No, they
You could
sold
buy
it
it.
before.
Yeah,
They sold it on
sell
one of
it.
the CitizenCon. They pre-sell it at one of the CitizenCon. I believe was 2 to 3 years back when they first come up with the concept.
Yeah.
They sold a bunch of them already.
Wow.
You can still buy them right now. Like, I don't know how much you would trust it, but
The gray market.
Pioneer on
sure.
Amazon, the gray market's $1,300.
But I would say just wait for the the CitizenCon convention. That's typically when they come up with the with a discount and the massive amount of ships for sale. Plus, we don't know when the Pioneer is coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
Could be a while. Could be a long
Yeah,
while.
could be a while. Yep.
I would say we'll probably see the Pioneer, you think we're going to have to wait till all 100 star systems are available?
I think when the game comes out.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's a point in having a ship to be able to build your own, land. And right now, it just seems pointless.
Well, you just think of the land deed is like you play No Man's Sky. Just think of the land deed is like the base computer for you.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what it is. So basically, go down to a piece of land, plug down the base computer. That's it. That's your land.
It reminds me more of the original Star Wars Galaxy, and they're able to build
It is actually.
towns
It is.
and what.
They actually took the idea from the original Star Wars Galaxy, where you can build your home.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So what is everybody most looking forward to with 3.9?
Prison.
Less bugs.
What? Prison? Have you seen some of the... Oh, my God. Look at this. Look, we were looking at the prisons. One of the screen captures from the leaks was 2.5 hour prison sentence.
Dude, you're talking to me. I'm gonna have a great time with that. You kidding me? Like, I've never been in the PTU before, or the test universe. But this is the first. I'm 100% going in. I'm going all in. I'm gonna be in there all the time.
Well, I'll probably see you in there, too. So here's what I'm concerned about. Is it going to be... Like, how are they going to do the servers? Are you going to be in the prison with different people every time you log in, or are you going to...
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's really, really strange. I would like to have the same cellmates every time I log in. And 2.5
Right.
hours, man, that's a long time.
But then supposedly you can break people out though, right? I don't know if that's coming out in this patch though.
Yeah,
I
but
know.
you're
I
so-
know another.
No, it is.
There's another streamer named The Few. He's like he wants to be in the prison, and the only reason he wants to be in the prison is because he's gonna try to find a way to break out. There's a way to
Actually-
break out. There's a way
Yeah.
to break out.
Oh, of
It's
course
just-
there is, yeah.
I think
yeah.
with that
Yeah.
being said though, they're going to be server. It's not going to be across all of the servers.
Cobra,
Yes, sir.
as an org idea, an idea I wanted to see if we could do as an org is instead of breaking out, I want to see if we can go in and take over
Take
Go
over
in
the
from the
prison.
outside. Yeah.
And do
Go
what?
in with ships. Go in with ships. Go into the areas where you help break people out. Enter the prison and take it over.
Yeah, do you think the guards are going to just continuously spawn?
They're
No guards. It's just
turrets.
automatic turrets.
Oh, do you think you're going to be able to take the turrets out? I assume.
I hope so.
I
just
hope
wanna
so.
See if we can do it.
Dude,
so
we
let's
could
say
be, we
one
could
of
be
your
liberators. We can be liberators. We can go in there and take and free everybody, not
That's
just
what I
our
was thinking.
Exactly.
If
Not just
someone
our
comes in-
bros.
We take
everybody.
The prison, it's ours.
If someone comes to break you out, surely they can break everyone out.
Oh my gosh!
Don't
But wait,
go in
we're
with
supposed
one
to be the
chip,
good
go in with
guys.
multiple chips.
Wait, we're supposed to be the good guys. Okay, how can I justify this?
But you wouldn't be in prison, though, would you, if you were a good guy?
Well, look, I mean, how often do you become a bounty, KJH?
I've literally, by myself, only got one, and that's because someone tried shooting
my
me,
gosh, what
and
does
I
that say about
accidentally
me?
hit them. I hit them with a box. I
many
was holding
times
a
did he
cargo
come
box,
to?
and I accidentally hit them with the box. I didn't even kill them. My box did.
I'm a bounty almost every time I play. What does that say about me?
We're not great at being good.
No, we're not. We're-
I'm surprised. I'm pretty good.
We are marauders, as someone in the group usually call us. We are marauders.
But I've got a lot of bounties, but it's usually from blowing up my own org mates that are in my ship.
Yeah, that's what we get them for.
Yeah.
Actually,
Killing each other.
Walks actually frame it the best. We are privateers. We are hired pirates. We're good.
Chaos
if the
undivided.
right. If the good guys hire us, we're the good guys. If the bad guys hire us, we're the bad guys.
That's right.
We're mercenaries.
That's right.
Def-
We follow the money.
We're the privateers.
Yes.
That's funny. I would definitely say MLTC is definitely more of a good guy org, for sure. Like, we have really good pilots, like fighter pilots, that are really good at defending. But I would say we definitely don't go looking for trouble. We help people if they're in trouble.
See,
Oh, we do
here's,
the same.
you know what? Okay, KJH, you know what my most funnest thing to do in the game is?
You can
And-
also reduce your sentence by prison mining.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sir Aaron just super chatted $2 saying you could also reduce your sentence by prison mining. Yes. Yeah, I just don't know how much. 2.5 hours is a long sentence. So I wonder how much mining you have to do to cut that down. I can't wait to see.
Can you play like pool in prison? That'd be cool, little mini games.
I know there's
We can
boxing.
box.
Yeah, there's going to
Yeah,
be boxing
I mean that
in
would be
prison.
fun.
There'll be a cool mini game where we can shiv each other.
Yep, there's going to be shivs in prison. But one of my favorite things to do, KJ, is I purposely make myself a bounty, and then we all get together and we go hide inside SPK. When we're there, we usually
Or a
have
cave.
somebody, yeah, and we have somebody outside SPK circling around, and they will let us know when a bounty hunter comes in. Now, that bounty hunter thinks that the other guy circling is trying to also get my bounty. Inside SPK, we've got about 5 to 10 to 12 people all stationed and hidden out everywhere. So when a
That's
bounty
awesome.
hunter comes in to get me, he's murdered almost instantly.
So that's all. So, don't mean to change the subject. It's the same subject, but the last org event I had, we had a race, and one of the members of the org ended up with a bounty, obviously, because things blow up. So this bounty hunter came to find him, and then he showed up, but there was like 20 of us because it was the end of a race. Little did he know, we literally, I think there was 2 eclipses. We had like, there was a whole fleet of ships that were here. And he came in a hammerhead. I think it was a hammerhead. I don't know. My guys can correct me in chat if I'm wrong. But yeah, he didn't last too long. That's for sure. And that's my favorite thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like, it feels so good when you've got everyone with you. You know what I mean? When everyone's around you and you can just blast the hell out of them. There's
yeah.
nothing better.
We
it
get a
is-
lot
it
of
is.
bounties, but we usually keep our bounties within our org.
Yeah, that's
We
one of
hunt
our
each other.
rules. Yep. Our slogan is, if it's red, it's dead. Meaning, if you're a bounty, we're going to kill you.
Yeah, I've heard
but
you say that.
if it's one of ours, it's ours. Meaning, we take care of our own bounties. We do not let any other bounty hunter take our org members. We keep the money in the house, so that 10,000 UEC goes to all of us. We'll share the bounty. We'll take it, and we'll get it over and done with. If another bounty hunter comes in to try and take out one of our org members, well,
We protect our own.
we protect
Yeah,
our own,
for
and we
sure.
take out the org, or we take out the bounty hunter, and then well, it just causes a virus of being red. You know, and then
Yeah.
it's just an endless cycle at that after that point. But yeah, we take care of our own. We don't let anybody take it. But
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, that's the way you got to do it.
yeah, I know other orgs. They kind of look at us and they're like, "You're not supposed to kill your own org members." And I say to them,
Why not?
Why would you let other bounty hunters kill your men and your men and women? Why?
I mean, my orgs lines up to shoot each other when they get half chance. They know I'm. They're probably gonna laugh, but they know I'm telling the truth. Someone gets a bounty. Oh, that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
I can't count how many times I've had fun killing Cobra on stream, and then turn around and let him kill me to get my bounty.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sometimes, man, when we don't do it as an exploit, right? At all. No.
No, it's
But
for
when we're
fun.
all together, we will make so much UEC because we're always like killing each other.
Have you guys ever done a like a ship show?
And we have, but not officially. You know what I mean? Like we've gotten a bunch of ships out to show some new players and stuff like that, but we've never like. We need to do one. We need to put one on.
We've done a couple of them, and it always 100% of the time ends with every single ship there be just exploding.
Why?
It
Because
all-
somebody
it's
gets in and
such a-
self-destructs one?
Yeah, everything's nice and calm, and then by the end of it, it's just one after another. Boom, boom, boom. It's crazy. Someone actually got on my
Also,
ship, and I didn't
remember, the
realize I was in
2
my
hours thing is from
caterpillar,
a bug report.
and everything was
Luke,
blowing
also
up, and
thanks
I was
for
like,
your
"Oh, I'm going to
energy.
try and escape." And I ran
Looking
onto my
forward to new
caterpillar,
Babbage.
not knowing that somebody had self-destructed it, and I get in and start trying to leave, and then it just blew up.
Oh gosh, Sir Aaron, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that, man. He says, also remember the 2-hour thing is from a bug report leak. Oh, so it's not 2 hours, a 2-hour sentence. And also, thank you for your energy. Looking forward to new Babbage ? Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Of all things, I think I cannot wait to see how much a new Babbage is going to be open to us. I've seen the pictures of the leaks. I'm a member of that Discord, and I check it every day. I pay attention to it, and I froth at the mouth every day to all those pictures, man. I thank
looks
those
gorgeous.
guys. Oh my gosh, I thank those guys for risking showing that stuff. I don't know why there's an NDA on something like that. You know, I mean, I think it's silly. I know somebody just got busted, had their account banned because they got caught sharing a picture and their name was on there. So it's dangerous for those guys doing what they do, but I really appreciate what they do.
So, I actually have a question for you.
Yeah.
So, being somebody like myself, I would say we're still pretty new to Star Citizen compared to the majority.
Right.
The people that have been in the game for a while, you know, I know what their answer to this question is, or along the lines of what their answer would be. But what is your thoughts on, you know, them bringing out like Microtech and New Babbage in the prison system when there's still so many bugs that have been around for like multiple patches? Instead of fixing those, they're still introducing new things.
What depends on
Just like as a new player.
it depends
how do
on
you feel?
what bugs are you talking about?
So I'd say the first thing that pops into your head is like you're just exploding when you're quantuming into like, you know, Hurston or ArcCorp, or even delivery missions. Like you go to deliver a package and it just doesn't work anymore. Like it's just disappeared.
All right, let me tackle those two right there. So the blowing up when you're quantuming, that's happened to me once since I've been playing. So that really doesn't affect me too much. It hasn't happened to me no more than once. The delivering of the packages and the machine's not working, I find that freaking hilarious because it's like, how many times in your real life have you gone to go get a Coke or a little Debbie snack out of a machine and it just stopped working on you? You know, like the guy before you got the ho-ho out, he got the little Debbie snack out, and then you go, yeah, that's a good idea. You get up, you put your dollar in, and it just doesn't work. You put another dollar in, it doesn't work. Now you're $3 in, and it doesn't work. And I find that freaking hilarious when I get a box mission and I take it from Port Olisar all the way to Hurston, and I get there to the orphanage, and I click it and it's out of order. There was one time I went there and it was scary. It was like my first time, one of my first times going to the orphanage, or second time, third time, or whatever. And I go down there and there's all these boxes inside, just sitting there on the ground, and I'm like, "What the hell's going on here?" I'm like, "Uh-oh, there's somebody killing people out here, and these are the boxes that they're dropping after they die." Oh no! And I was so super scared. So I'm like, "All right, hurry up, get this thing delivered." And I clicked drop off, and it didn't work. And I clicked it again, didn't work. And I stayed there for like 30 minutes trying to get it to work. And I'm like, that's why all the boxes are here.
Yeah, they're all over the floor.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a bug, but I think it's almost like they could, for being immersive, they could actually code that in to where Kovalex needs to get on their game and fix their machines, because it just doesn't work. I don't know. I don't consider that a really bad bug, and it doesn't happen to me that much.
No, yeah, and I'm also, reading your chat. I'm not saying that, this is terrible. How dare they bring new things out? I'm just saying, as like a new player, like put yourselves in the shoes of someone that's brand new, that doesn't understand it. Like, what I want to know is like how. I mean, your chat could probably help answer this question, but what's the best way to explain to somebody, like how to get around that? Because I always say, you've got to understand, it's an alpha, there's going to be bugs.
Yeah.
Do you mind
they're
if
still
I try?
introducing amazing things into the game, like everything that's going to be coming out in 3.9.
KJH.
But like the only thing you can do as a new player to make money really is, delivery missions. I know it's not the only thing. You can do other things too.
Right.
But that's what I did, is delivery missions.
Yeah, me too.
I
still do.
I know, because when I started, I would do delivery missions, but then I started just like you did when the boxes used to fall through the floor. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They patched that fairly quick after I joined, but I just for like a brand new person, and believe me, I've got into so much trouble talking about stuff like this with my chat before. I convinced
so many people to buy Star Citizen around 3.8, and I felt so bad for all the new people who just bought the game at 3.8, and there was so many bugs. It was so hard to play the game at 3.8 when it first came out, and I just felt so bad for them. And I think a lot of people stuck with it, though. I think the bug that people noticed the most, and it's them standing on chairs. The NPCs standing on chairs or just standing still, and that's a streaming issue for CIG. That they're trying to get that to stream the information to the game better. That's the only bug that I see that kind of embarrasses me when I'm trying to get new players. Like, guys, you got to buy this game, and then I'll turn around the corner and all the NPCs are standing there like in the movie The Happening. And it's like, I'm like, ignore them. I just tell people, they like to stand on chairs. That's really, and that's an issue that they're tackling at the same time as adding new features in. So, like I said, I only notice real bad bugs when a new update first hits. And then once they get that fixed, it's pretty smooth for me.
So I just noticed my admin, actually, Night Raven, in your chat said something that I totally agree with, is that a lot of things are player issues in the sense that, like, my account, which it's totally weird, but like somebody's account could have so many issues that your account might not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've had issues before in the past, like daily issues. Like, some people had the duplication bug, some people couldn't claim ships, whereas another person, they had zero issues. So I think I think now they've said that you can reset your account yourself, which is nice. But that is crazy how one person can have an issue and the other person, it's perfect.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Because I just want to stretch on I've been a long time backer, and I played it since it was only the hangar. So I've been on for a while. So I was stretched on that new feature. For me, it's like, everybody knows this game is still in alpha. Everybody knows. So the thing is that there's no point of trying to persuade other people that this game is actually worth buying. Just look at it; it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
But the thing is, for them to be able to continuously bring in new features, and they're fixing bugs a lot faster than how I experienced it way back when, right? So they're already fixing bugs as fast as they could, which was already a surprise to me. For them to continuously bring in new features, for me, is like showing me as a long time backer that we are moving somewhere. We're not standing still and just trying to focus all our efforts on fixing the bugs.
Right.
This game has so much potential, just like KJH said. I mean, some bugs might happen for some, might not happen for others. I still remember I was laughing till I couldn't laugh anymore was when I saw Cobra chasing a box across the space. He was chasing a box from Cellen all the way past the Crusader's son. And he was keep chasing it. And that's just funny for me. But it never happened to me. But I see it happen to others. But I don't mind that they keep bringing in new feature while not fixing all the bugs, while bugs are not consistent across the board. So for them to continuously bring in new features, for me, is showing hope that this game is actually growing and not standing still.
I agree. And I want to see them get faster as well. I want to see them start adding more systems at a quicker pace. I think that'll bring people on board a lot quicker. And I thank God persistence is somewhat here, because that was what was holding a lot of people that I talked to back from getting the game, is that the wipes were like, nah, I'm not getting it if it's just going to wipe. And then you got to tell them, well, it's an alpha. You know, I mean, it's going to wipe. I know a couple of other games that wipe their servers. I do want to thank Lucky McPherson for subscribing on Twitch. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. If anybody wants to join the call here, please send me a message on Discord. If you're waiting, because there's a couple Cobras down in the Cobra Force comms, and I don't know how many of you are just in there to play the game, or if you guys are in there to get into the call. So if you're waiting to get into the call, message me on Discord, and I'll pull you right in, so that way we can get you onto the show. Vega just joined us. Vega, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Everybody to bed?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So, Vega as
Hi, Vega.
also...
Hi.
She's very new to the verse, and I want to get her perspective. I did interview her on Twitch about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, but now here we are on YouTube, so we may as well do it on YouTube, and a lot more time has passed. And she's going to start uploading more videos, but you know, she's been doing the whole homeschool thing for like 8-9 hours a day, sometimes even more. But she's going to get around to that. So what do you think of the verse so far, Vega?
I love it. It's like the best experience.
Yeah. What do you find yourself doing most of the time? Like, what do you like to do?
Explore.
Besides shoot me.
I don't shoot you as much as you shoot me. I just like to explore.
There's always been a reason that I've shot you. You just don't understand it.
Just because we're married?
No.
Now, the two of you together, can I just say, it's awesome. It's so fun to watch. Like, it's like the perfect. There's nothing. I mean, like Star Citizen content on YouTube. There's not a lot of it. Let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
And but the content that you guys put out together, it's so unique. I think you guys do a really good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think the episode that Cobra shot Vega, and then Vega's next episode on Revenge was like my top 10 list of favorite videos to watch.
Oh, that was so much fun to play.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, that was super fun. And then and now we're doing these tours, which we've got to get back in. I think we're going to record a couple videos tomorrow. I'm also, anybody that watches or comments down below, I do a lot of heavily edited videos with a lot of soundtrack that I add myself and stuff like that. But with my job taking away most of my time right now, I just wonder, I want to put the feeler out there. Would it be okay if I could upload more often if I don't edit some of the videos? And pretty much it'd be just like how I was uploading back in September. Just no editing, just gameplay. So let me know if that's something that's okay to do. I know I probably got people used to just the highly edited stuff. But if I could just upload it normal, without no edits, I can probably upload a lot more content almost daily. All right, so what did you say you like doing most in the verse, Vega?
Exploring.
Exploring. All right.
Yes.
What about? Okay. All right. Don't yell at me. Jeez.
I'm not.
What as far as how do you make UEC?
Box missions.
Box missions.
Oh, and collecting the shared bounties.
Collecting shared bounties. That happens a lot, doesn't it?
Every time.
So we did a trading video that I haven't uploaded yet. What did you think of trading?
I liked it. I have to do more of it though.
It's not for everybody. You know what I can't stand, KJH, and I don't know how you feel about this. Have you ever went mining?
Oh.
Boring.
So yes, I've been mining. I went mining. I went mining in a cave, hand mining. That was a lot of fun, but it's pretty boring to watch. And then I went mining in the prospector.
Yeah.
Once.
Cobra did too.
Yep.
Yeah, I listen. I'm so happy that some people like mining and some people like trading, and I'm just not one of those that like mining. I would rather do absolutely anything else in the world. And I'm not knocking miners. I get it. I like just flying back and forth all day. You know what I mean? And that's boring to a lot of people. But I just can't mine. I don't enjoy. You have to sit there and make the thing go up and down. And,
make the thing go up and down. And scan. You scan this rock like there's nothing in that rock, and scan another rock. Nah, there's nothing. Okay, here's one. Then you make it go up and down, blow up the rock, then blow up that rock.
And then even at the end of it, you come out of it with I don't know, 60,000 UEC, and it's just no.
It takes so long to get that 60,000.
Yeah,
but I can see why it's fun. But it drives me nuts. I don't know what it is. I get so impatient.
Yeah, me too. I just don't have the patience for it.
Yeah.
I just can't do it.
I thought it was just
like
me.
I say, I get it. I respect it. I like people enjoy it. I'm not knocking it, but it's just not for me.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I think that doing this trading here lately, I think I found my niche. I think that's what it is that I like to do is the trading. There's just something about how it just feels very immersive. I don't know. It feels like I can't explain it. Do you have any words for it? It feels like you're there. It feels like you're really doing it. It feels like
you're doing a job.
Exactly.
And it's like you're going to the location, you're picking something up.
Yeah.
And then you'll trade. And not only that, it's so stressful because traders put 400, 500, all the way up to 1.2 million on the line each trade.
Right.
And anything could go wrong. Whether it's a 30k or someone takes you out or Lorville decides that it's going to autopilot you back to the moon. It's crazy.
Wait, Lorville autopiloted you to a moon?
No, so I had a video recently. And,
it happened to me too. It happened to me too.
I was coming into Lorville. Or was it? No, yeah, it was Lorville. And you know how it does autopilot?
Yeah,
so it started autopiloting me away from the landing area.
Right.
And I was like, okay, this is normal. And I don't know why I didn't realize there was an issue sooner, but it literally took me all the way out of the atmosphere to the point where I was at 2% fuel left. And I ended up getting out of it eventually. And I had 2% fuel, so I QT'd over to Everest Harbor, I believe.
Okay.
And literally, as I got inside of the hangar, my fuel was empty, and it just dropped to the ground.
Oh my gosh!
As I got in there, It was great though for content, and it was super. No, 'cause it's like super dramatic, and it was like the whole time I was like my heart was racing because I had like 420,000 UEC on board. Like it was great.
Oh man!
But that was a total bug in the game. But they're the most stressful things. I think most traders will agree. The bugs are what is scary.
I think the best part of that video is watching you go crazy, Kate.
Oh, you watched it?
Yes, I've watched all yours.
Yeah, no, it was. I lost my mind. Completely. Like the thing is, I edited that video down to like I think 35-40 minutes, but that was literally like a 2.5 hour ordeal. Because going up, and keep in mind, I was going as slow as possible. Like I wasn't full throttle. I was just slowly being autopiloted out of the atmosphere. And I think it's 100,000 is the atmosphere at Laurel on Hurston. Yeah, it was slow.
Meters.
Yeah, it was slow and painful. And I didn't think it was going to end well, but we ended up, making it back and selling it. But yeah, that happened.
Okay, what happened to me, similar to yours, but instead of piloting away from the planet, Lorville aimed me to the ground and throttled up. On autopilot, I had to see myself all the way to the land, to my face plant in the dirt. And a great balls of fire.
Yeah, I've had like when I was inside of the hangar at Lorville, it started autopiloting it as I was in there, and it pulled me because it couldn't pull me up because I was inside the hangar, so it was like pulling me against the wall. So I had to shut the engines off, so it just dropped to the floor. I don't know. They need to fix that. That's for sure.
Have you stolen any ships, KJH?
I haven't stolen any ship. I've heard what's happened with you, but what I did a series, and I was going to do it weekly, is I've been doing a thing where I sneak on board ships. So I've been sneaking onto like Carracks, I've been sneaking onto Starfarers, and a Caterpillar. The only thing is, the last video I did, I think it was part 3 of that, I accidentally, and I don't know how it happened, but it was just me in my spacesuit. I wasn't in a ship, and I went to sneak on to a Caterpillar, and as I landed on it, the Caterpillar exploded. So I pad rammed someone with my own body.
Oh my gosh.
And I felt terrible. I don't know how, but it must have been some sort of bug, but I came down, I hit this Caterpillar, and literally not 20 seconds before I said I don't want to, like, intimidate or scare Caterpillar pilots because, it's stressful enough, the amount of money they trade. But I was like, you know what, there's no other ships here, I'm just going to land on the Caterpillar. And it exploded. And I felt so bad.
Oh my god.
And then even in my comment section, they were like, I couldn't even watch this video. Like, you were obviously... the majority of the comments were, people thinking it was funny, but... you get that one person that's like,
no, I know,
saying you're griefing, and I was like, you know what? Yeah. I don't even know if I want to do it anymore.
Dude, I uploaded a video. It's called "I Became a Pirate for one day," and this happened, right? And in this video, we steal a Carrack and we steal a Reclaimer. So the Reclaimer one was even funnier because we got on board, and the pilot of the Reclaimer was letting people off on the different levels, and then taking the elevator up, essentially trapping us on each level, collecting us like a kidnapper, right? So we ended up getting the Reclaimer. We got it. It's ours. We won. But whatever. But the dislikes on that video were unreal. Like, it really pissed people off that we were stealing ships in the game. And I'm like, but wait a minute. Pirates are supposed to be a thing inside Star Citizen. There's one guy in the comment section. Go look at it. He is threatening to call the FBI on me if I continue to steal ships. And it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Look. He said that somebody stole a ship and said that they were only going to give it back if he gave them $3,500 of Bitcoin. Right?
Yeah, so, I remember.
So he did. I guess he did pay the guy $3,500 in Bitcoin. And he said, I'll call the FBI on you or something like that if you guys keep doing what you're doing. And I'm like, bro, I said, all you got to do is go to the space station and call your ship. And he goes, oh, Oh, I wish I would have known that.
Wait, what ship was it?
He had a fully loaded caterpillar that was taken.
I mean, how?
Yeah.
I mean, it was full. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of.
What?
I mean, really?
No.
He paid it?
He paid it. Real money. Bitcoin. Bitcoin's essentially real money. You could just $3,500 exchange it for cash.
If you own a caterpillar, surely you know how everything works. You know, that's not exactly a starter ship.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
It doesn't sound real, but the guy was really sincere on his thing.
He was.
Said it happened on the EU servers and everything.
Yeah.
No. I mean, maybe they just didn't, understand. And maybe they weren't, all there. I don't know. You see these people that take advantage of people all the time. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, you're going to need to call the FBI yourself because, geez, if you gave that away, dude, if you really paid that, there's some issues.
Yeah, for sure.
But, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. You had some people that had a little black backlash on your video, and I've noticed that on my pirating video, too. And
I mean, the thing is, as a content creator, and I'm sure, maybe you don't feel the same way. Maybe you have the secret to life. But for me, it's like, you get 100 nice comments, and sometimes, I forget the word, like, I think they call it imposter syndrome or something. It's like, you can read 100 nice comments, and I love them. I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
But I always feel like, oh, they're not, do they mean it? You always feel like you're not good enough. And then you have one negative comment, and it's like, oh, crap,
Yeah, it brings
like,
everything down. Like, what?
Because then you're like, oh, my God, all the 100 nice comments were all lying, but this one guy is telling the truth, and he's being horrible, and everything he's saying must be true. It's so difficult. I don't, I'm pretty good with, like, haters. Like, I really don't care as much, but, sometimes it can be something that you're already thinking about, and then they mention it as a negative thing.
I know. It just makes it worse. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me that much anymore because I've been through the ringer. I've been posted on Reddit. I've been harassed on Reddit when I was covering the game No Man's Sky. I went through that whole thing where No Man's Sky was one of the most hated games by everybody, and I think I lost like 8,000 subscribers for that whole mess. But and I refuse to do a lot of things that went against my my morals and stuff like that they wanted and were trying to force me to do. But through all of that, I've grown very tough skin. So my problem is it doesn't bring me down when I see bad comments. I can't control myself, and I always got to respond back, and it's never good. I can't just ignore it. Just keep scrolling and reply to the only the ones that are giving me, showing love and stuff like that. I have got to learn how to keep scrolling past those people.
Usually what I do if someone says something really negative is I just send them the little kissy face emoji.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
I used to do stuff like that too, and then some of my own subscribers were saying, you're being passive aggressive. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
No, I don't care. Like, for me, I like to, even like whether it's videos or life or whatever, I always like to find the comedy in things.
Yeah.
I don't really take a lot of things too serious, but it's just the ones where you're thinking about it already.
Yeah, I
like
see
it's
what you're
something
saying.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, is this good enough? And then someone comments on that thing you're thinking about, and you're like, shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh no. I get it, dude. Yep. So Vega, what about you? When are you gonna start uploading or streaming on Twitch?
Soon?
Trademark?
Probably uploading soon.
So uploading, why not streaming? Are you scared?
It scares the crap out of me.
Why?
Cause
So look, everybody in chat, say hi to Vega.
It's scary.
Show her that it's
Hey,
not
Vega.
scary. You're online right now. You're streaming essentially right now, because you're on my show, and there's all these people that are here and they're listening to you, and yep. See, there's I like it. Daily says hi Vega. I will take Vega out rating on a stream. Says up until dawn. It's not scary.
Have you streamed by yourself yet? Like
No, I haven't.
No.
No.
She wants to though.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, of course.
She talks about it, but she just doesn't do it.
I mean, it's like you watch people do it, and you're like, I want to do that. But like I understand what you like. You know, when I stream now, like yourself, you know, it's like you just do it, and you know, it's normal now. But I remember my first stream. I think it was like I can't remember what it was. My heart was pounding the first time I went live, and I was like, what do I say? What, you know, and, like it was racing. And then after like, you know, 10 minutes or so, which is still a long time, and it feels like an hour. But after a while, it's like, you know, you just relax. And then, you know, the second, third time, and then from there on out, it's, you know, it's easy. But the first one is always the one that gets you.
But you never get used to it. I'm always nervous every single time I stream. It's you know, when you go to the swimming pool or you're getting ready to go onto a roller coaster, and you get that.
I can't wait to see what this. Go on.
What?
I was like, I can't wait to see what this is. You go to a swimming pool or a roller coaster?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I got like some weird phobia with water, but it doesn't. It's never like always. It doesn't stop me from jumping in.
You're talking about the butterflies, right?
Yeah, the butterflies in the stomach. And for some reason, I feel that every single time I go to a swimming pool, and I don't know why. So I think it's like a barely there phobia. Do you get butterflies when you go to a swimming pool?
Talking about me?
Yeah.
No, roller coasters for sure. I'm terrified of heights. I love roller. I love when you get off the roller coaster. The adrenaline, everything feels great. But when you're about to get on, it's like I'm gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just like a phobia that's barely there that doesn't stop me from enjoying water.
For sure.
Kind of there. I don't know. But yeah, the roller coaster thing, I always feel that way when I go to stream, even when I'm streaming. So, it's maybe it's adrenaline. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh yeah,
I have
for
a
sure.
question for both of you, if it's cool. I do want to, but like you guys are saying, I'm scared as hell. I also suffer. I have a social anxiety disorder,
So
and it makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of getting on there is utter scary.
Yeah.
But man,
I
I
know.
want to stream more content. Make, as Cobra knows, I've talked to you about it before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm scared as hell.
Yep.
I mean, for me, like I'm a very, I wouldn't say shy, but I remember like public speaking, I'm terrible at.
So am
I'm
I.
absolutely terrible at public speaking. I can't. Like if I start talking, you'd think I was about to cry. My heart's pounding, my voice, my voice is shaking, and like I'm out of breath and I'm forgetting to breathe. But as far as like streaming or making a video, you just got to get past the first like one or two. I remember my very first video. Obviously, I had 0 subscribers, and I knew if I post this video, it's gonna get 0 views for like ever because no one's gonna find it.
Right.
So I remember I went onto a channel, and they did similar content, and I was just like, "Hey," in the comment section, and I don't mean like go on there and be like, "Hey, sub for sub," or you know, I just went on the channel and I was like, "Hey, you know, I just launched a channel. I just posted my first video. All I want is some feedback."
Right.
And I had some people, you know, you get about 50 people or so that'll come over and watch it. And it's great. Like afterwards, like, but I still, like, I watch my own videos back. You know, everyone that records videos or streams hates the sound of their own voice, but you kind of get used to it. Yeah, you get used to it though. Like now, my own voice, like now I'm like okay with, but before I hated it. But yeah, once you just continue like doing it, it just becomes like, I don't know. I guess you become numb to it.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do. So Vega, I want to see you getting out there because I know you want to. You're scared. But okay, so streaming. Let's put that on the shelf until you can get a little bit of hair on your chest. But when can we expect more videos on your YouTube channel?
Soon. I'll work on it.
Okay. All right. We got Zangard joining us. Zangard, how you doing, buddy? Maybe he fell asleep. You know, Zangard.
Can I just actually say?
No. I had
Okay.
Cobra, you have one of my other favorite YouTubers on here. That's
awesome,
amazing.
dude.
You got KJH on here. He is hilarious. The
Yeah, I
man's
love
awesome.
KJH.
Zangard! I love
Yes.
you. This is my favorite person ever. Can I just...
How you know me?
No, I don't. I just...
I don't know you.
Can I just say that
I was
real
gonna
quick
say, I thought
to
Frosty was your
Vega
favorite.
before I move on from that?
Sure.
I would suggest if you're going to stream, the easiest thing to do is like a first one. Instead of like streaming Star Citizen, where you feel like you have to like provide content and you're nervous about that, maybe start off your first stream with like a Q&A, something that's like super easy and simple that you can just talk. I think that would probably be the best thing.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Even if it's just like a Star Citizen Q&A, it doesn't have to be personal.
Right.
Yeah. So Zangard is here. Zangard, a couple weeks ago, we were playing the game. We get in there on Twitch all Tuesday through Friday, and this one particular day, I kept hearing this like that, right? And I thought somebody was trolling me, right? And somebody was like saying that I was being boring or something, right? So, and not only was it just the snoring, I would hear like air coming out too. Like, so finally I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna ask, what is that noise? And everyone was like, all simultaneously, everyone goes, oh, that's Zangard. Yeah, he's sleeping. Like, it was no big deal. Like, this happens all the time. And
It wasn't the first time.
it could have been the first time. I said, he's sleeping? And he goes, that's the funniest thing that's ever happened on my stream. What's up, Zangard? How you doing, man?
Doing good. Working.
Yeah, working?
Yeah. No, working in the game.
Oh,
Trading.
okay. Trading.
Yeah. Trading. Yeah.
Finding a way.
Yeah. I'm letting Blackout use my carrot, and I'm using my Caterpillar. So I'm using both ships to trade with. I just lost 500K from a stupid crash. Client crash, not a crash.
Oh, it's so much.
500K?
Yeah.
Is that the most you've lost?
No, I've lost millions. Millions.
In like one trade?
1.5 million.
Hey guys,
Oh,
keep the show going.
Laranite.
Keep the show going for a few seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I have 1.5 million. I got gunned down by a retaliator, and I had all Laranite on my ship.
I lost 700K when ArcCorp wanted me to go through the planet.
Same. I did that with the Caterpillar. Like 750.
I do not go to Area 18 no more. Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah, it's rough. You gotta do. I mean, I think Lowville's the easiest.
Yeah, that's where I live at until that
I
new
hate
Babbage.
Louisville.
When 3.9 comes out, I want to move to a new Babbage.
You know, the best way to get comfortable trading. I mean, you sound like you're comfortable with trading, but for anyone out there that's not comfortable, like I used to get terrified because I have so many crashes that I would get going around the planets, like you're talking about exploding or whatever, or the autopilot like ruining your day. But I started trading with my org, and you know there'd be 2 or 3 caterpillars or whatnot. But when for some reason when you're in a group of people and you're all like in Discord together and you're talking about it,
Yeah.
it just makes it so much more like comfortable and easy, and you feel like, okay, there's 3 of us, nothing's gonna happen. And don't get me wrong, sometimes it does, but
Right.
once you like that built up my confidence so much trading
That's
with other people.
That's what I do almost every day. I get all the guys in the org. There's about 4 or 5 caterpillars running. I'm running some carrots. We got them all running all the time.
And we keep trying to get more people with cats as well.
Yeah. We get
Run
more
them
people
through
with
the.
cats.
I'll help people run through the pirate swarm so they have the capability of buying a cat.
Yeah. We either
Stuff like
help them get it in game. We all work together. Like we got Lucky Caterpillar. We got Ronan, another guy. We got him a Caterpillar. We all just chipped in.
Though, right?
We just all chipped in and bought him that Caterpillar. Now we're doing the same thing with Cobra. We all chipping in, getting him a Caterpillar. So
I can't wait. I didn't like it until I flew one, and I'm like, this is really fun to fly, and it's not that bad getting in and out of it. I mean,
no.
You know, the thing with a caterpillar, it's Well, actually, 3.8 changed it. Before 3.7, it used to fly better than like anything. It used to fly incredible. But even now, it still flies. It's for such a big ship. It still flies so much better than
Oh my god!
like a Freelancer Max. A Freelancer Max is the Caterpillar runs circles around it.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, the Freelancer Max is like a massive little boat.
It's a boat.
I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't stop very well, especially on selling.
Right, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll still be listening to you guys on my phone, though.
Okay, well, we're if you guys still want to join the show and talk, we're going to be winding down here pretty soon. So if you want to get onto the show, I don't know how many people that are in the Cobra Force comms that want to get on the show, or if they're just playing the game. Zanguard, how is it down there? Are they in the game?
You're in the game playing.
Okay, they're in the game, so they're not waiting to get on the show.
They think it's private. They don't think it's open to everybody.
Oh no, it's open. It's open.
Yeah,
Anybody can join. I go up here in the locked room, so that way we don't have that incident that happened.
Oh,
remember that incident? That
incident.
Yeah. So
all I gotta say is KJH is in here, and they're all gonna come up here. Watch. Watch what's gonna happen. Let me get back down there. Let me open up Discord. Let me get down there, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Zanguard has left the building. So me and Vega, we're thinking about making this video tomorrow where we take every box mission there is and deliver them.
And see how much trouble we get into.
Yeah, see if we could actually do it. We'll have to do like 5 at a time because it'll time out on pickup, but it won't time out on drop off.
Right.
So we'll each take and pick up 5. You pick up 5, I'll pick up 5. You pick up 5, I'll pick up 5. You pick up 5, I'll pick up 5. And we'll take every single box mission, fill up both of our ships full of boxes, and then we'll go deliver them.
Sounds good.
What do you mean it times out on pickup? You mean your ship getting retaken?
No, the box will, the mission will cancel itself if you don't pick it up in time.
Oh, yeah.
But when it comes to delivery, there's no, it won't time out for delivery. It just times out for pickup. But I think it's going to be fun.
I think so too.
It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, it's going to have to be highly edited because.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. All right. Are any of them waiting to get in, or?
No, I don't know. They're all talking about Black. The new guy just joined. His ship's not working, so they're trying to help him fix his ship.
Oh, Blackout. I think I saw him in the game. Is he spelled with a 1 and a 3 for the B?
No, Blackout. Just straight up Blackout.
Oh, okay.
Wait. No. Let me see. He's in my.
Yeah. No? Okay, I saw Blackout earlier, and earlier today when I was recording, and it started the 1 and the 3 made the B.
Right.
Vega's YouTube link. I will put Vega's YouTube link in the chat.
No. His name is Blackout-3146 in game.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's been playing. I guess today is his 5th day.
Oh, really? Yeah. So he's brand new, huh?
He's brand new. Yes. So he's getting ready to fly one of my carracks. As soon as he gets over here, he's having trouble with his ship right now.
And last night we just got him into the org. His name changed over quickly on here into the org and all.
Yeah.
All right, so there's Vega's YouTube channel there in the chat. We're going to be wrapping up here pretty soon if nobody else wants to join the call. KJ H, do you have any thing you would like to add that maybe something we didn't talk about that was on your mind?
No, I think we covered quite a lot tonight.
All right. So, guys, remember, whether you're watching this now or watching it tomorrow, check out KJH. The link to his channel is down below. You're not going to be sorry. The guy's great. We met at a really perfect and really just like the universes just matched up just perfectly one day.
You guys need to have another show or another one where you're both in game together.
Yeah, we need to do a video.
But be on your Phoenix Emerald. You met on a Phoenix. You might as well be on the Emerald.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
True. We should definitely do something. Maybe we could do something together as orgs too. Like one of these
Oh yeah,
weekends, we can do an org event. Both orgs get together.
Yeah,
been
we should.
wanting to do that for a while.
That's awesome.
Hey,
We
Cobra.
should. Hey, what's up, Skull? How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. Hey, some of the guys down there, Zangard said they could come up, but they can't get in the channel.
Okay, yeah, they got to let. I've been trying to tell everybody to let me know through message.
Yeah, they were busy helping Blackout, so I didn't stay long. I didn't.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. About
You need
So-
to make a subcast waiting room.
I do. We had one. I'll tell you what. If anybody wants to get on the show, go into the Atlas 102.5 FM room. And
Isn't
then,
that locked too?
No, I don't think it
No.
is. I think it's
Let me,
open.
Oh.
let me,
I couldn't get
let me
into
tell
it.
them that. I don't think they listen to the stream, so let me go tell them.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't
Yeah.
know how many of them are playing the game or how many of them want to get on the show.
All of them are playing the game right now.
Okay.
When I took them, but KJH, they all won.
I don't have any more. I mean, unless anyone else has questions. I mean, I have a bunch of like off-topic stuff to talk about.
Like what?
No, just gaming related. Like, what's your favorite developer or what's your favorite game of all time?
Favorite game of all time? I'd have to say it's Star Citizen at this point.
Really?
Oh yeah, it has to be.
Hey, Cobra. A
Yeah.
lot of them are locked for 105. I mean 102.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 102 is locked.
Yeah, there's lucky.
Weird.
Look at them. Well, I tell you, as soon as I say KJH name, they're all coming up here.
We got two up there in the
Think you're famous,
1025 channel.
KJH.
Okay, so
I even went outside just to say hi.
we've got Lucky and
Hey.
we've got
Boomer.
Boomer joining the call. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Not bad. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
Going on?
Let me go talk to them. Let me see if anybody else wants to come up.
Hey, tell them,
how you doing,
Zangard, tell them to send me a message saying that I went on
Okay.
the show, and that way I'll
All right.
just I know who to pull.
Okay, cool.
So Boomer and Lucky, how you guys doing tonight?
Good, man. Pretty good. I watched a bit of your stream there with KJH on it there.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. Are you
Yeah, definitely.
subscribed over to him?
Yeah. I watch his vids with yours.
All right. Okay, I'm back. There you go,
Awesome.
Cobra.
Yeah,
I told
he's
him.
pretty good. He,
Okay.
His face thing that he does.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. Yeah, FOIP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
KJH, can you
Man,
make something
that is
showing
so
how to
funny.
do that?
Oh,
That's
love
hilarious.
VoIP.
yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
Your VoIP KJ, oh, it's awesome.
I feel
Yeah,
like
Cage.
Your expressions
ahead.
are funny.
Oh man.
I feel like that's something that I didn't even think to talk about, but I think that's something that's definitely more unique to my channel. Is FOIP. I use FOIP.
Yeah.
Pretty much in every single. Well, I do in every single.
Look at him.
It's perfect. It
Awesome.
makes your character you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I can never do a face reveal because my character is my Star Citizen character.
Can you
Hello,
do a
everybody.
video explaining how you set up FOIP? Because I
Yes, I
have troubles
can.
with mine.
I'll do
Just
one
a
this
lot
week.
of light. You need tons of light.
Yeah, I'll do one this week. I mean, it's
Alright.
not like Cobra said. I really don't have any secrets to it. A lot of it is a lot of light, but it has to be, well, for me at least, it has to be natural light. Because at nighttime, like right now, like I have my room's lit up, but it doesn't work. Like it has to be my monitor. Like I'm facing a window, which gets a lot of natural light every day. But you also have to be incredibly expressive. If you just talk like you're having a conversation with somebody,
Yeah.
it's not going to pick up the expressions very well. You have to be like super
Yeah.
expressive.
You got to be like Jim
I can't
Carrey.
even get my camera to be recognized, though.
Okay, I'll make a video on it this week for sure.
So you have to go all Willem Dafoe on it.
Yeah, Jim. I liken it to Jim Carrey. He's overly expressive when he doesn't have to be. Yeah, you do have to be overly
Yeah,
expressive.
for sure. It is like Jim Carrey. Just you got to, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, you need a lot of light. I don't have any natural light where I'm at, and maybe that's why I have a little bit more issues. And I don't do it as much as KJH, but I'm trying to. I've got more lights set up, so now I'm able to get a lot more light on my face. But that is the most important thing. Once you get it to recognize your camera, you got to have tons of light on your
Yeah.
face. Tons.
Like on your
And if-
like on your stream I'm watching right now, yeah, your face is way too dark for it.
Oh yeah, well I got most of it. It's actually not this dark.
Got the lights off.
That's just, well, no, it's the I got filters going on, so it's actually kind of brighter than what you actually see. It's weird. It's a trick.
Okay.
It's a trick. But and also if you wear glasses, take them off. You know, because that way it can see your expression of your eyes and where your eyes are looking better.
Yeah.
There's a glitch with the eyebrows if you wear glasses too, isn't there?
Oh yeah, yep.
I mean, my character, everyone makes fun of me because my character has no eyebrows.
I noticed that today.
I promise I have eyebrows, okay?
We got a couple new Cobras just joining the call. How you guys doing?
Hi, Cobra. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Doing pretty good, Bat. Doing pretty good.
KJ, your latest video, I just started watching it before I had to sit down and eat supper, but I got right through the beginning, like your intro. It's so funny, man, when you're like you're just standing there and you just make your character's head start nodding like crazy.
Yeah. He's sitting there talking about going to Loreville Gates and he's on Area 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went the wrong way. So can I just say, as far as FOIP's concerned, because I know that's a big part of my channel. So when I looked up, this kind of goes back to when I first started playing Star Citizen or how I discovered it. Like I say, I had never watched a video of Star Citizen. I didn't even know it existed. I went onto this website that I used to always go to for like upcoming game news. It was GameSpot, not GameStop, the video game company, GameSpot. Right. And I went on to upcoming games, and it was literally like number 25 was Star Citizen. And I clicked it, and I watched, I think it was a Citizen Con from like a year or two prior, and they had FOIP in it. And I remember watching it and being like, that's incredible, but I'm sure the only reason they're showing that is because that's what they want it to be like. I'm like, there's no way that actually works. And even when I started playing the game, I didn't think it was implemented yet. And then I saw a board gamer, he did a video and he used FOIP. And instantly I was like, no freaking way. It's actually in the game. But Board Gamer, don't get me wrong, I love his content. But I noticed that he super over-exaggerates the head movement. You know, how you can use your mouse around to move your head.
Yeah.
I was like, he's way over-exaggerating it. So when I started doing it, I made sure it's very... when you're using FOIP, you've got to be super subtle with your mouse. So it's not like... It doesn't look fake, if you know what I mean. You got to just move your head slightly. Obviously, nodding up and down like I did on the intro of that video kind of goes against what I'm saying. But yeah, just don't overdo it. Move it slowly around.
Yeah. It was awesome to watch how, over time with your videos, you got better at walking backwards or moving your character's head so it looks more realistic.
Yeah, it's definitely like... Because a lot of the times when you're watching the video, it makes it look more natural. But in reality, when I'm recording it, obviously I'm walking backwards. I can't see what I'm walking towards. So I'm talking to the camera while I'm walking forwards.
Do you have a lot of
outtakes?
But
I have to... not as much as you would think. I definitely scout where... If I'm going to be walking like that, I did one a couple of videos ago where I was at... where was I? I was at Levski. And what's it called down below? Why am I having a brain fart right now?
Grand Bazaar.
The Grand
Barter, yeah. You know, obviously that's just like a big square.
Yeah.
But, I had to, I wanted to make sure I could walk around Grand Barter with the camera, like me facing the camera and walk around it without bumping into the wall. So I had to make sure I walked around it. I knew what locations were where, so I knew when to turn. But yeah, you got to do a little bit of research on it when you're trying to walk, facing yourself, but yeah, you pick it up over time.
I want to thank you, KJH. Now every single time I go into an outpost, I start looking for Ted. I have no idea why I'm looking for Ted.
I say Ted. Yes, I talk to Ted every day. Every day I talk to Ted.
Ted's the man.
We need to go and talk to Ted.
Thank you, KJH.
I don't like him. The guy's rude.
He doesn't talk. He stands there.
He doesn't talk to me. He looks at me funny.
Yeah, I tried getting him to clean up the shop. He won't clean it up. I don't know why.
Recently, Ted's been pretty quiet this patch for some reason. He's having a hard time like the rest of us, but Ted's awesome.
It's funny.
Ted, he's great.
He is great.
Well,
that's awesome for sure.
We're about ready to we're coming to the end of the show. If anybody's got anything that you would like to bring up, whether it be a question for KJH or something that you wanted to talk about concerning Star Citizen, something you're looking forward to, now's the time. Probably got about another 15 to 30 more minutes.
Cobra, Nemesis 1, 102.5.
Huh?
Nemesis 1 is on
Nemesis. Where's he at?
102.5.
Oh, I see him.
Yep.
Oh, he's gone.
I
He's
did
here. Oh, you did it?
He's
Thank
here.
you, Vega. Hey, Nemesis,
welcome.
Vega grabbed you by the collar and dragged you into the room.
You got kidnapped. That's what you got.
Pretty much.
Waiting for Ronan to get on here, man. Ronan would love to talk to KJH.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not
Send
online?
the Reaper.
Yeah. Not on.
So KJH, what is your typical route?
Like trade route?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I speak for most people that have a cat right now that it's just going to be aerial, whether it's Bezdek or Lathan.
Right.
To you just go to Lathan or Bezdek over to Lawville, just back and forth. You make depends on the price, anywhere from 100,000 to from 80 to 100,000 per run.
Mm-hmm.
On
And that's
titanium.
literally the best route right now.
I'd say it's for sure. It's easy. It's it's anywhere from 400 to like 430 UAC to fill up a cat, and you profit
It's
anywhere
the
from
best
80
route
to
for
100,000. And it's super time efficient. You just go back and forth.
There's
Is there
one over
any-
in ArcCorp that does the same, but it's not as efficient at times.
But do you make more?
No, it works about
No.
the same amount.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and if you
Ariel's
look at
the best
time,
place to
it's-
go. That's
yeah.
what I've been doing. Yep.
So you can't get more money by taking the time to fly it all the way out to the Crusader neighborhood somewhere?
I mean, you could probably make more money like per trade, but
But
the
not
time
per
it
time.
takes, it just cancels it out. You're wasting time.
Right.
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
exactly.
I see.
Exactly.
Yeah. Trade is all about profit versus time.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
So in about 10 trips, you can make $1 million UEC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
easy. Right now, I'm doing double trips because I'm paying another pilot right now
Yeah.
to run one of my ships, and I'm paying him 100,000 because he's new, and when he gets his own caterpillar, he can do my route with me.
Wow.
I see one of my community managers artful in your chat right now. Like, don't tell him.
Sorry.
No, and I also want to say as well, I need to give a huge shout out to my admins and community managers, and because they do so much for like my org, like finding up these trade routes and putting my org events together. Yeah, I stream my org events on Saturdays, but if it wasn't for those guys putting it all together, there's absolutely no chance I'd be able to do it. So, shout out to you guys.
Yeah. I don't have too many mods. I think that might be a mistake.
Yeah.
But we don't have too many problems. We had the one, but that got resolved relatively quickly.
I mean, most of my problems on Discord, it's my own fault. my admin and my community managers and all my mods, they babysit me. So, like for me in my Discord, I feel like it's always better. If I have somebody that's better than me at something within Discord or Star Citizen, instead of me being like, oh, I'm in charge, it's my it's my org. It's like I just give give them the responsibility. And as I'm saying it out loud, I feel bad for giving them the responsibility. But,
Yeah, you're better than this than I am, so
yeah, no, they're better.
you're
They
gonna
are.
do it.
They're much better at it than I am. So and they they do an incredible job at it. So
Yeah.
It's good.
the org would nowhere near be as good if I was the one running it full time. Believe.
It's a
They're
lot of
probably
work.
watching this right now, and they're probably like so happy, and they're like, "Yes!"
Oh, they are. I can see them in stream. I'm only saying it because they're in here.
So I'm about to jump into the game Vanguard as soon as we end the
I'm
stream
just
here
kidding. I love
and
you guys.
do some trading with you. How close
Okay, buddy.
are we to the cat?
I think we can get it tonight.
Really?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
on. I'll
Yeah.
definitely help pitch towards your cat there, Cobra.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I've got close to 200,000 UEC.
Oh,
I have-
What the hell have you been doing?
I look. I'm usually a bounty at SBK fighting people, so I lose a lot of guns, and I have to expedite a lot of ships sometimes. So
Yep.
yeah,
That's it.
I spend a lot of money.
Yeah, say, we'll give you the money. You just keep that money for trade. We'll give you another 300, so at least have 500K to start doing your trade. 'Cause you need at least 500K to run trade.
I have 500K
No, you
ready to
can
go for
Start
him.
off. Or I'd
Yeah.
say you can start off with 50K scrap at that point
Right, yeah, but if
and hide.
start
your-
making real money. Real money, I'm talking about 500K.
Real money is 500.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should start.
I
with
swear, if they wipe and I lose this caterpillar soon, I'm gonna go buy one. The hell with it. I'll eat peanut butter jelly sandwiches for dinner for a week. We got Deuce Pigeon super chatted saying, any thoughts on trading illegals? Yeah, that's a good question because I hear a lot
Don't
of.
do it.
Lucky's the one that asked about that.
Okay, let's talk about the illegal trading runs.
It's terrible.
They whip 'em with
They
it.
are actually the drug runs are really profitable when you have a max or a Cutlass Black. Anything that you can carry over 20 SEU with, because you want to sell 1,000 units VTAM and then 1,000 units of Neon Max. Because if you sell any more than that, you'll just be sitting around and waiting, and then you might have the risk of another person selling drugs coming in, blowing your ship up because they want to sell their drugs instead. Really good to do it with a group of 3 people, because should I give the secret away?
Sure.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, so a good way to start it is you find a mission that gives you reclamation and disposal, or so you find that location, that's where you sell the drugs. We use Paradise Cove, that's by ArcCorp, and on Lyria. So you have one person on Lyria, and you have one person on Hurston by Orth, and then you have one person that's running in the middle. So the one person that's running in the middle shows up at Orth, and then the person at Orth gets up and leaves, goes to Lyria. Then once the person gets to Lyria, that person at Lyria gets up and leaves to Orth, and then you start the train route going around and around and around. By the end of it, because you don't have to waste any time trying to fly into those secret locations, you just want them to each other, you actually make quite a bit of money pretty fast. Around 80K, or, well, not 80, close to 50. 50K a run.
How long does that run take?
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't take long at all. Me, before I had my, before I had my cat, I had my max, and I would make probably 250K in, I would say 3 hours, 4 hours. So it's not that bad. You make more doing that with other people than just running titanium and a cat in a max.
I see.
See, I disagree though. I mean, you're saying you made how much money in like 3.5 hours? I feel like you could make that way more than that.
I think it's less
like
time.
an hour.
I think that's less time.
used to be able
I really
to
do.
make doing the same thing solo. I used to be able to make 200K an hour.
Yeah.
Well, with like drugs,
3 or 4 hours isn't that? That's slow.
Yeah.
He never timed it, so I don't think he really paid attention to the time. But it's a lot
Yeah, I don't
faster than
think
that.
so.
Yeah.
It's a lot faster than that than 3 or 4 hours. I can guarantee you that.
You are jumping from.
I don't know, but I just know it's faster.
You are jumping from Lyria, which is an ArcCorp area, to Hurston, which is so that takes a bit of time.
I think the other thing that you have to understand though is when you're selling like Slam right now, this patch there's been no interdictions by like the police, the space police.
It makes a lot.
But if they were in like they were in 3.7, which was like you would get stopped like twice per jump, you'd be screwed.
It would be a lot more risky, and you would need escorts.
Yeah, you'd get crime stats.
Yeah,
I used to do it.
It wouldn't
in
be as
3.7.
worth it.
I used to do it in 3.7 all the time because I knew I was doing a criminal thing. If they stopped me, I ran.
So what ship are you in?
I wouldn't fight them. When I was doing it, I was actually doing it in my 315p, which is only 12 SCU, and then I would do it in a freelancer to get the higher amount.
So I feel like that's what makes the difference. Like if you have a smaller ship, whether it's the 315 or if you're in a Cutlass Black, obviously trading like Slam is way more interesting because you can make a lot of money with what you've got. But as you get bigger ships, whether it's a Freelancer Max or a Caterpillar, I don't know anyone that trades Slam in a Freelancer Max or in a Caterpillar.
Well, me, I don't trade Slam. I trade Neon and ECAM.
Yeah.
And then and if I want to make extra money at Orth, I stop at Humboldt Mines. That's on Lyria also, and I just fill up with titanium. And then once I get to Orth, I sell 1,000, 10 SCU, so 1,000 units VTAM and Neon both. And then I sell all my titanium, and I make around 45k or 50 with my Max.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It
works a lot better when you have 3 people.
A lot of it might change in 3.9, especially with locations on Microtech opening up, and hopefully the moons.
Definitely.
But what I've been doing since 3.6 to 3.8 is stay away from Widow. Everybody else does it way too much, so it sells out too quick. And if you can, stay away from Grimhex. It's too slow. So it usually keeps you at, like, Lucky with Etan and Neon. Smaller ships faster, and don't worry about running from the police because you're already doing illegal things.
Plus, they're not in the game right now.
Right.
The police.
Yeah, they're not. I'm pretty sure they're adding them in 3.9 because
3.9, they're going to be here. Guarantee it, they're going to be here. Yep.
Well, right now it's total anarchy. They're not working, so if you're going to do some illegal stuff, now's the time to do it. I got a quick question, though.
All right, we'll be back.
So do I when you get done.
My question is, how come I can't see the personal missions anymore?
Yeah, I have the same issue.
Really?
That's like some
wonderful
bug.
bug.
It's because you get a crime stat or you do a bounty and the next thing you know they disappear. Like me, I did that account wipe like 2-3 times just to get those missions back so I could do my drug runs. And every time I got a crime stat, they disappeared. Or when I did a bounty run, they disappeared. But I could do everything else and they would still be there.
Yeah, I heard that if you have a crime stat and you get it wiped, then it somehow resets that thing and you just can't get personal missions anymore. But with that being said, yesterday or a couple of days ago, I was able to get a personal mission at Levski. That's the only one I've been able to get.
You can get personal missions. You can get personal missions quite throughout, or at least I do. It's the personal cargo runs you can't do.
I got that issue as well a couple of days ago. I can't do personal delivery missions anymore.
I just use drugs to build up a first amount to start with, and then go on to trades.
Yeah, a little disappointed. I used to like running those missions because you can make quite a bit by taking the two that go to the same, the 4 going to the same 2 locations, and you could take the same going back or something like that, and you can make a whole lot of money. But I just can't get them anymore. Someone told me it was because I'm a bounty hunter. Like, I took the assessment.
I don't think so.
No?
As far as I can tell, the assessment is 1 to 2 get a pit, so you can't get them. The other way is to get a crime stat and then lose the crime stat. Both ways, sort of. It's part of their whole, them trying to work in you having a reputation. And if you do something that screws your reputation with the criminal side, they don't want to give you the missions anymore. But it's bugged. Well, like everything else, it's bugged.
We've got, let's see, Radicus says, hey, I've been watching a lot of your content and really want to get Star Citizen. Is it a good time to start? If so, what pledge should I get, Cobra TV? Yes, it's a wonderful time to start. A lot of stuff's being added to the game. Every 3 months, roughly, they're adding new features to the game, new places to the game. They just added in persistence, although they do reserve the right to wipe. I don't know how often they're going to do that. A perfect example of them being reluctant on wiping is right now. There was an exploit, so there was a reason to wipe, but they found a way to wipe the people who used the exploit and not wipe all of us. So that is a good sign that they're not going to be using the wipe whenever they can. So they're holding back on wiping all of us. So we're going to keep everything with 3.9. So yes, now's the time to get it. And if I were you, I would go with the Titan Avenger with a $65 game package, or the one that I suggest above everything is the Cutlass Black.
Agreed, same.
Absolutely, Cutlass Black.
$115 game package.
I have the Avenger Titan package, and it's actually really great to start out with.
It is. But you're gonna want that. You're gonna want the Cutlass Black eventually.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you may
you'll
as well
grow
just
real quick.
skip ahead and just get the Cutlass Black.
I got a question real quick. I heard Blackout told us that 3.9 is supposed to be PTU is supposed to come out Sunday.
What?
Yeah. That's
what I found. Yeah.
so I didn't know how true that was or not. And if you guys knew about it,
I would say it's not true, just because I feel like if that was a confirmed thing, it would be like really big news, not just like a whisper through the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Through the grapevine.
Yeah.
The only one I've heard anybody or anything say like that is Board Gamer, and he doesn't even trust those anymore.
No.
Or even the Eradicator. Both of them have said it, but both have been wrong, and both don't trust it.
Are they? They're not. Are they in the? What is it? The Evocati? The
Board Gamers
Evocati.
Board Gamers Evocati. Board Gamers
Has he got it
Evocati.
yet?
Evocati's been had it. Evocati's had it for almost a month now.
Yeah,
okay.
they have.
Yeah.
For 3 weeks.
It's pretty sad.
They were saying they're having desync issues. So biggest,
73. Shit.
Yeah, they're trying to fix the desync is one of the major ones. There was another one too.
Yeah, I forgot what one it is right now.
I feel like
There's
these things.
There are a couple of them. Sort of client crash is one of them, and
That's it.
infinite loading box is one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's for the prison, I think, right? They were saying
that's
like
right.
something to do with the prison issue where you're getting a black screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to get the info from Board though, because he takes his NDA very serious, which I'm
Cobra.
glad he does.
Yeah, buddy.
Could you do the Evocati? If
What?
you offered it,
Say that again.
like, would you join that thing and test it early?
No,
without
no,
telling-
I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I would literally. I would
No
like
questions asked.
within like a day. I would be kicked out.
Yeah, me too. Me too. They
I
would
couldn't
ban
do
me because
Yeah.
I had an NDA with Ubisoft for Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is, I know that saying that out loud doesn't sound like it's going to be a very ambitious game, but it's going to be very ambitious. We're talking scale, the likes of Star Citizen, and it's going to be amazing. But I was in a private Discord with the developers, and I don't know why I was there, right? They made me sign an NDA. They were showing me all this stuff, and I was covering the game. So I said to them, I said, what if I don't check Discord and I make a speculation video and find out that you posted that information in the Discord, and then you go ahead and sue me?
Yeah,
you know,
I couldn't do it.
and how can I talk about the development without stepping on some of the information that you're sharing? And I told him, I said, remove me from the Discord. I don't want to be here.
I'd do
So,
the same.
I gave up the
I would
NDA.
spill everything. I would spill
Yeah.
everything. I think everyone that knows my channel will know that. Yeah, there's not a chance in hell that I could keep a secret.
Yeah,
it's a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Hey, I've got to run. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for inviting me, Cobra.
Okay, buddy. You take care, man.
Thanks, KJH.
All right, guys. If anybody's interested, I'm going to be jumping into the game. Probably not going to stream. You know what? Maybe I'll stream a little bit on Twitch. Yeah, why not? We'll stream a little bit on Twitch for about an hour. I'm just going to jump in for about an hour. and then do a little bit of trading with Zangard and the guys. And I'll see you guys over on Twitch. KJH, thank you so much, brother, for coming on the call today.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, man. We got to get together and do something.
For sure. Cobra, I'll DM you on your Discord.
Okay. All right. I'll keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, send me your info. I'll jump in with you right now. We'll do some trading together.
All right. We'll do.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll join you
we
guys.
all back out and wait in the menu?
I'm sure, some of my guys over at MLTC will love to join in, do some trading.
Okay.
There you go.
We'll get together for some little fun trading.
Oh my god, is that gonna be a fleet of caterpillars?
Oh gosh, this is gonna be crazy looking. This is gonna be crazy looking. Okay. All right.
I'm still recording this.
I'm not gonna
record.
Maybe I'll record it. I don't think I'll record it. Maybe I'll record it. I don't know. I just want to, I think it'll be fun to just trade a little bit with you guys.
Yeah.
I hope you both. I hope you both record it because right now I'm in the process of reinstalling. I can't join you guys.
All right,
and I want to.
Well, if Cobra's going to be streaming it, so you can watch Cobra stream.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be recording too. Hopefully there'll be something there to make a video out of. But let me go ahead and drop in the link to my Twitch in case you guys don't have it. And for all of you that don't know, I stream over there every Tuesday through Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9:30. So you can catch all the live gameplay. It's exclusive. So a lot of that's not shown over on YouTube, on the YouTube side. So follow me over there to see the wilder, more shenanigan side of Cobra TV.
Can I say something real quick, Cobra?
Sure.
I want everybody that's going to help Cobra, give him money, go get his caterpillar. Please meet me at Bazdeck. And I want Cobra to meet me over here too.
All right.
Oh, there'll be a lot of people at Bazdeck as soon as everyone joins in.
Yep.
All right, I'll be on my way.
Give him money.
So, also,
You know,
something
we
I
gotta-
want to say.
Are
Thank
we
you,
partying on?
Cobra, for having me.
Oh, most definitely, buddy. Thank you for coming
appreciate
on.
MLTC, if there's any of you guys in the chat still, make sure, as always, hit the like button. From what I can see right now, we're 101. Let's jump that up quite a bit. There's 119 people watching. We can jump that up. And Cobra, I'll meet you in there. MLTC,
Okay.
we're going to group together, and I'll DM you like my info so I can join you in game. And then we'll probably join you guys in like 10 minutes or so.
Sweet.
All right. Thank you guys for showing up and spending time with me in the chat. Thank you for all the donations and subscriptions on Twitch and everything else. You guys are amazing. You're the best community on YouTube. No offense, KJH, but they are the best. No, I'm kidding. All right. Bye, guys. See you on Twitch.